I think they will find a look. Keep an eye on Tim Broomhead. I expect Jake Page to go to him. Scan. That's going to be a mouth-watering encounter. These two powerhouse rivals of the competition, North Albury and the Albury Tigers. It doesn't get any better than this. A cloudy, overcast day here at the Albury Sports Ground, but that won't matter these two teams. A-grade oils and batteries first term. Here's Scotty Montgomery.
The ball's in the middle of the ground. Geez, that's a really big win there from Bowden. Bowden goes and get it, but Bromley chops him off. Gets the first kick high up and under. K Brown comes up and meet it, but geez, that's a really courageous mark by Campbell for the Hoppers. At half back, he takes a relieving mark. Goes with a short one, not a great one. Hits the ground first. Ball's at ground level, tied up straight away, and we'll have a ball up. Far side, half forward in between the square and the 50 arc, and take it away, Gussie, for Bronte.
Thanks, Scott. Here's Captain Grumpy Jack Penny. We've got a free kick and a whistle. It's going to go the way of Mooney for North Albury at centre half back. Hope you're keeping tabs on that in the 40-wing stat sheet. David, inboard goes Mooney. Kick finds the target. It's Penny. If you've just joined the broadcast, both sides donning their Indigenous jerseys this afternoon. Inboard to Caden Winter, who will be keeping tabs on the 40-wing stat sheet this afternoon. Between centre half back and centre for North Albury. Shallow entry out in front, Taylor. Well met by Ben Kelly. Crelly got onto Broomhead. Broomhead chips inside 50. Clever work there. Jay Hillary run down and a tackle. Great offensive pressure coming from Leighton Taylor. And I reckon he's going to back himself in here.
He's right on his mark, I reckon. Win, no assistance. Going to come straight towards us.
He's going to play on now, chipping it into the pocket. Great vision. Finds Jack Reynolds unattended. And Jack Reynolds have a set shot 35 metres out directly in front at the Norriel Park end.
Yeah, great work by Leighton Taylor there, boys. Obviously he's sort of more known for his offensive skill set, but putting the pressure on there to turn the ball over and finding target inside 50 for North to have their first set shot on goal.
So here's Jack Reynolds, the boy from Mara. Looking for the first this afternoon. Norriel Park end. Reynolds steps up and nails it. Dream start from the North Albury Hoppers. They draw first blood and they lead 1 straight 6 to the Albury Tigers, yet to score thanks to Steel Line.
Fantastic use there of the ball by Leighton Taylor. Could have gone back and had a shot there, but realised that he had a spare man in Jack Reynolds, who goes back and finishes it nicely. I've noticed Jake Page is following Tim Broomhead round, boys, like a bad smell. Looks like we're in for a good match up there all day.
Yeah, we know that he did a really big job here last year on Anzac Day on Broomhead. And he'll be set for a task today. 6-point lead for the Hoppers. Still on scoreboard. We go on 2.5 minutes, thanks to NZ, as the ball's back in the middle. Mooney and Bowden. Give that one to Mooney. Winter, handball over top. Put Broomhead down for a free kick in the middle of the ground. He's going to go inside 50 again, is Tim, as he arcs around. It's a beautiful looking kick. Well done there. Just comes to ground level. Mooney's worked hard from the ruck to get forward. Ball gets spilt now. Kelly with the pick up. No, it's Bowden. He's been caught holding the footy. And it's going to go the way of Dogger Dennis. And he'll have a shot just outside 50, probably right on his range here, Scam.
Yeah, just quickly, boys, just a couple of the matchups. We discussed Garthwaite, whether he play forward or back. Looks like he started back. And also just keep an eye on Julian Hayes. Looks like Will Blomley might be playing a bit of a role on Julian Hayes across half back.
He tagged last week as well, Will Blomley.
As Dennis take one of his better efforts here. Kick the 14 goals for season 25. Right from the paint of the 50. Looks like it's going to hold up in the breeze a little bit. Punched through by Kelly on the goal line for a minor score. Takes them to 1-1-7. The Tigers yet to score thanks to Steel Line, and we've gone 3.5 minutes thanks to NZ Albury.
David Wink on the 40 winks.
Tim Broomhead's had the 2 touches early, and so does Caden Winter. So even though he's got that tag, Tim's found the footy early.
Ben Kelly with kicking duties for the Tigers. He's at the Norriel Park end, kicking towards the club rooms. Hayes breaks free from Blomley to intercept here for North Albury, and he's one good kick from home. Hayes plays on the booming right boot, inside forward 50. Dogger Dennis out in front. And you saw the little fist pump from David Wink. He's a big dogger man. And he'll go back and have a shot 25 metres out, 45-degree angle.
Just the perfect example there, boys, of why you need to put time into Julian Hayes. I think he's had 30 touches every week in the last month, and he's just so dangerous by foot when he gets it. Just lace out past 50 metres. Sensational user of the ball.
So Dogger Dennis had a slow start to 2025 after a blistering 2024. This one's well and true within his repertoire, but he didn't strike it nicely. misses to the right-hand side for a minor score. So North Albury are ticking along here. They lead 1-2-8 to the Albury Tigers, yet to score. It's for Steelline.
As big Benny Kelly's got the kicking duties, decides to handball it to Garthwaite in the back pocket of this, puts that boot into it, sends it towards centre wing. Oh, up high. Great grab there from Walker. Really nice. Led up and presented well and really got over the top of the pack. Looking for an option now. He's going to go long and down the line towards half forward. Looking for Blomley at the back. Doesn't quite get there. It's a really, really nice grab there from Gardner. Gardner now for the Hoppers. Goes towards half forward towards Corrali. Great grab. Walker got there a little bit late. Number says it was fine. Corrali, what can he do? He's going to go short. It's a risky one, but Cullen takes the mark. He's still in the centre square. He's going to come wide, keep transitioning the footy and finds Hayes. Still at half back, broadcast side here, Julian. Plays on. Just goes for a bit of a run, and then the kick inside. It's not one of his best from Julian. Kick was looking for Winter, but Page is there for the Tigers, and he gets wrapped up straight away by Caden, and we'll have a ball up inside the centre square as we go to David Wink on the 40-wing stat sheet.
Jake Gaynor yet to register a disposal so far, boys.
Keep tabs on that, Scam. Would love to see who's tracking him.
I have a feeling
McIntosh.
it might be our man Fester.
And we've got a stoppage in the middle of the ground. Jake Gaynor a bit slow to get up. Bounded. Going to do battle in the ruck here up against Mooney. Give that one to Mooney. Sharks it forward. Penny onto Broomhead. This is nice from the Hoppers. They get the ball up to half forward. The tracking this one is unfaked. Got a bad bounce, did Will. Now absorbed in a tackle. It was a high tackle, and it's going to go the way of that man in unfake. Umpire says not 15. Billy Robertson on the edge of the centre square for the Tigers finds the right, and he finds Ty Quaid in the paddock of space. A kick and a half from home. Quaid trying to find Jake Ryan. Got there.
Oh,
Umpire was a bit slow to pay the mark, but great tuning from Jake Pitt. Got there in the nick of time, Scam, and he'll back himself in. 45-metre kick slide angle.
Yeah, it was, boys. Great transition of the ball there by Albury. Billy Robinson in particular just taking on the tackle, opening up through the corridor and set up sort of Albury's first opportunity on goal.
He's been a barometer for the Albury Tigers, this bloke. Really had a massive impact, probably after a slow first game or two. Jake Ryan, Botanic Garden end for the Tigers. Makes nice connection, and it's straight through the hay diddle diddle. Albury Tigers responds. It's a 2-point lead to North Albury, and we're doing it thanks to Steelline here on O&M Live.
And North Albury's had all the plays so far in this game. Albury Tigers go inside 51 to get a goal. So the Hoppers they've kicked a goal early, but haven't made the most of their chances early. North Albury go inside one time and make the most of it.
as Scam touched on, really nice transition footy there, the way they were able to link up through the middle of the ground, and then really nice juice from Ty Quaid. I'm loving his season he's putting together too, the young Albury half forward.
You can see why Albury gave him so many games last year.
Absolutely, just absolute gun. As Winter now gets a centre clearance, gets it inside 50. Looking for Taylor, good spoil by Kelly. Page has it for the Tigers now at half back, and he's found Big Ben. Kelly now goes towards the wing, looking for that man, Ty Quaid, but he's talked about. Gets out in front of him. It's going to be taken out on debut. Norman does well there. Really good defensive pressure. And it goes out of bounds in front of our man, Liam Scammell, who's down there for the Newmarket.
Yeah, hotly contested here, boys. Still early. Both sides haven't quite settled, but yeah, plenty of heat around the ball.
It's young Boundary up on now, tosses it in. Bound and then Mooney. Just no one, bit of a stalemate there. Mooney gets it at ground level for the Hoppers. And we'll get a repeat stoppage in exactly the same spot. So, Gussie, why don't you try and get a clearance for us here?
I'll do my best. Lucky I don't have to do it on the ground. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. 8.5 gone for NZ. Give that to Bowden. Didn't go to anyone in particular. North Albury have numbers, and they toe poke it forward by a Pup Brown. Yes, you heard that right. Kay Brown in the senior lineup today for the North Albury Hoppers as we go boundary side to Liam Scammell for the Newmarket Hotel.
Yeah, perhaps Kieran Duncan spending a little bit of time on Jakey Gaynor, boys. Yeah, a bit of close attention around the stoppages.
And copping a big whack there from Jay Hillary. So I reckon you've hit the nail on the head there, Scam. Whistle. Free kick from Rob Rample. It's going to go the way of Jacob Page here for the Tigers. Overlapping handballs on. Max Burns gone to Slim Shady in his second game back for the Tigers. Inside 50. Kelly drives the road for the Tigers. Then applied a high tackle. Umpire said no, it wasn't there. And will ball the footy up 35 metres out from North Albury goal.
I like the Slim Shady look. No good for a commentator if you haven't seen it. But anyway, as Norman now has it on debut. Jeez, he had his arms clear. And umpire says, you had too long. Holding the footy, umpire Lockhart says. And it's a great tackle by our man, Ty Quaid. I'm going to claim him, I reckon, today, boys. He's my man. as we go to Liam Scammell, boundary side.
And that's what Max Lynch will be really happy about, boys. I think that pressure in forward half from Albury just to, lock the ball in and set up another opportunity on goal here. Ty Quaid kick from sort of 35 directly in front.
Defensive pressure, something he's really well known for. I reckon Ty Quaid as well is a really high skill level. He starts his approach now. Quaid kicks it, loves it, gives a bit of a double cobra to Ty. That's their second, their 2 straight 12. North Albury are 1-2-8 on the Steel Line scoreboard, and we've gone 10 minutes thanks to NZ Albury.
3 inside 50s for 2 goals here early in this contest. Ryan Garthwaite and Maxi Lynch will be absolutely stoked with the efficiency from the Albury Tigers, and their defensive work has been fantastic to start this one off, Gussie.
Around the grounds, thanks to Mr. Stowe's Pool World, Myrtleford out to a 2-goal lead over Wangaratta. Yarrawonga 3-goal lead over Corona Glen, and the Bulldogs lead 1 straight 6 to the Raiders yet to score. Around the grounds, thanks to Mr. Stowe's Pool World, they've got it all for you. Back here in the middle, Bowden and Mooney lock horns in the ruck. Penny Road for North Albury, got it up to half forward. Great pick up there on debut. We've got a number 41 running around, gents. I've got a feeling it is young Norman.
Norman did 36.
Yeah, well, watch this space. It could be even Clancy. One of the 2 debutants today. Tackle applied by Leighton Taylor. Hard on Tommy O'Brien. Great to see him back in Albury Tigers colours after a tough run with injury. Up goes the footy. Mooney got the front spot. Second bite of the cherry, won the tap. Nice tackle by Jack Penny. And we'll have another stoppage once again. So we've played 11 and a half minutes here thanks to NZ. Bowden won the tap. Hacked forward. Now Quaid once again. Monty's really liking this bloke. Pope just got a bit of a bad bounce. Regathered possession. Handballed backwards. In fact, it come from Weaven. Working hard there is Flanagan for the Albury Tigers. Left it behind. Now the ball goes back to Quaid. Inside forward 50. Balls in conjunction. Snap on goal from Kelly. Not quite there. Missing to the left for a minor score. So Albury have really clicked into gear here, and they're peppering the sticks. They lead 2-1 to the North Albury Hoppers, 1-2.
Looking very efficient when they go inside 50, David.
Yeah, still having every chance they go inside 50, they have a shot on goal at the moment.
As Hayes just takes his 25 from the boundary. Oh, Taylor goes straight through his hands. Now to ground level. Well done, Page to Robinson. Robinson's quick kick's going to go out of bounds on the full. And Weave will be the recipient. Young Harry now goes on quickly. Smart finds Winter short. Good for the fantasy here with Caden getting an early one. Winter's a nice kick looking for JP, the milestone man. Good pick up at ground level from Penny. He's been caught holding the footy. O'Brien's going to get the free kick, or Hillary. I think it's going to be Hillary. He'll get the first one. It's about 80 away from goals. Broadcast side. 5-point lead to the Tigers. Kick inside 50 is a beauty. Finds Walker on the lead. A little bit too quick at the moment is Walker. And he'll have to kick this one every bit of 55, I reckon.
Is that Weaving on him or Pope, Monty? I can't.
That's Harry on the mark.
Sure, it's Harry Weaven?
Yeah, well, I did call him Fletcher the other week, and I don't reckon he would be too happy about that. But Matty Walker take his best kick, I feel, to get the distance here. He's going to arc around. Called the play on now. Kicks it from 55. Does Matty Walker. Does it have the distance? You bet it does. What a start here from the Tigers. That's their third. Third on the trot. 3-1-19. Leads 1-2-8 the Hoppers on the Steel Line scoreboard, and we've gone 13 and a half minutes thanks to NZ Albury.
And it's really been sort of 6 or 7 minutes either way. The Hoppers had control early in this game, and in the last little bit, the Tigers have gained momentum and have made the Hoppers pay on the scoreboard. 3-1 here early in the first quarter.
Boundary side, Liam Scammell for the Newmarket Hotel. What are your observations?
Just Albury's pressure around the ball here, boys. That North just can't find a sort of a way out and a free path. Really high pressure from Albury around the footy.
11-point lead here to the Albury Tigers, and we're back in the middle. Gaynor wins a clearance up to half forward, and Julian Hayes just broke free from Blomley once again to intercept. Wants to come via the corridor. He's got Caden Winter. How many for Caden on the 40 winks, David?
6 for Caden so far.
He's been busy. Only played 14 minutes thanks to NZ. And the vice-captain kicks in board to Mooney, who is in the ruck today. Isaac Muller are laid out for the Albury Tigers. Will Bowden's going to ruck solo. Mooney inside forward 50. It's chopped off nicely by Jesse Carey, who really impressed on senior debut last week. Son of Undies former Myrtleford and Albury star. Jesse brings it out to the broadcast side wing. Commentators curse. Deluxe as Gardner. Left her behind. That was Flynn. Ball's now in dispute. North Albury mop up. Handball from Cullen. Had a bit too much pepper on it. Now the ball's in dispute once again. Unthanked for the Albury Tigers. Mops up on the left. Great vision. And he finds Ty Quaid. Quaid slingshotting Albury inside forward 50. Dropping the mark. In fact, it was Page on hands and knees. Mooney comes in to intervene. Handballs backwards. They're going to try and get out of jail as Weaven exits D50.
Ball now finds its way to Campbell. Campbell's got it at half back for the Hoppers. Umpire blew the whistle a few times for no reason there. Goes backwards, gives up about 40 metres there. Finds Weaven in the back pocket. Weaven, nice kick. Finds its way to half back and finds Penny. Penny's just going to try and take control. Moncrief goes short, finds Wiedemann. Wiedemann in the centre of the sports ground. Plays on. Kelly comes from behind. It's a great chase down, but he got his kick away. Robinson gets back, takes the intercept mark for the Tigers, and they're away here through Unthank at full back, who's just going to keep coming and go long to looking for Carey.
Robinson and Unthank, two players that are really stepping up in the second half of this season for the Albury Tigers. Gainer breaks away from my man Fester.
Just a little one. That's a one there he's got to learn. Fester just gave his opponent the easy inside kick, whereas you watch what Page does against Broomhead, does not give him an inch.
Gainer plays on, kicks up to half forward here. Flying up was Flanagan. Didn't really make a good effort at the footy. Gardner flees on to Hayes. Hayes retreats. Handballs backwards. Cullen, low worm burner to Captain Grumpy Jack Penny in game number 100 for the green and gold. Umpire's called him to play on from a standing start. He kicks in board. And he's got Angus Crelly on the edge of the centre square. 16 and a half minutes gone here for NZ. The Albury Tigers lead 19-8 over North Albury. Mooney went through his hands. Gainer, he palmed it onto Kelly. Unflanked and smothered by Peppers Campbell. Out of bounds right in front of Liam Scammell, thanks to the Newmarket Hotel.
It is, boys. You mentioned obviously Isaac Muller and Big Benny Kelly spending a little bit of time in to chop out in the ruck here. He'll play mostly down back, but in ruck here at the moment.
Tossed in right in front of Liam Scammell down there. Mooney's got it. No real clear winner there, and the umpire says, I'll have it back, please, boys. As Mooney and Kelly go at it again. Get on to Kelly. It's a nice tap. Zebar, dispossessed. Winter just tosses it across and finds its way to Moncrief. Broomhead gets a kick around the corner, looking for Reynolds. Bounces beautifully. Out of bounds, the umpire says, and we'll have a ball in 65 away. As we go to the 40-wing stat sheet with David Wing.
Tim Broomhead's up to the 4 disposals for North Albury, getting that tag. Looks like Nick Kelson is going to tag team him as well, with Jake Page coming to the bench.
Boundary throw in, 55 out from North Albury goal. Wrapped up in a tackle is Eddie Zebath. Umpire calls for another stoppage. 3-1-19 to 1-2-8. Ball of footy up once again. Doing it here for A-grade oils and batteries. Broomhead being pursued there by Kelson, as David Wink just said. Another boundary throw in. Anything else on the 40-wing stat sheet catching your attention, David?
Caden Winter's up to the 6 disposals. Jack Penny's got 5, so the other North Albury midfielders getting busy.
Great boundary throw in. Kelly won it down trying to find Gainer, then picked up his own ruck work. Umpire calls for a stoppage and we'll ball it up once again. 18 and a half minutes gone. Here's Scott Montgomery for McRae Motors.
Tossed up, give that one to Mooney. Ball, rough bounce for Broomhead, but Mooney goes and gets it at ground level. Reynolds, handball straight away to Crowley. Moncrief it is, sorry. Handball to Broomhead, who ran on from the stoppage. Sets Salva home from 50. Goes across the face, and the co-coach in Garthwaite just goes, I'll take that one over, and we'll have a boundary throw-in.
Around the grounds, thanks to Mr. Stowe's Pool World and the SS&A, Ovens and Murray. The Rovers lead 13 to Lavington Zip. Myrtleford 4-1 to the Wangaratta Magpies, 2 behinds. Corowa trail Yarrawonga by 18 points.
This ball is going to get tossed back, and this gets fumbled through by Jay Hill, who are very smart for a minor score. That takes the Hoppers to 139, 10-point trailing Albury, 3-1-19 on the Steel Line scoreboard, and we've gone 19 minutes thanks to NZ Albury, as Unthank's going to take the kick in. Goes short to Page, is back out there, and he'll be looking for Timmy again straight away. Page, what can he do? In the back pocket in front of that historic scoreboard here at the sports ground. Goes long, looking for Bowden strong over the top. Ball comes to ground level, but Quaid just toe pokes it. Campbell there for the Hoppers now. Penny inside 50, high up and under. Who's going to be the one that takes it? Garthwaite can't. Page gets a handball back, finds Byrne. Burns kicks, goes to half back. Hayes comes from a mile back but doesn't get it. Brown can't quite get it now, and the Tigers are away. Heiner Hennessy has Kelly. He can run. He's got some wheels. Well done, Brown. Put the pressure on and made his kick. Turnover. And Weaven has it at half back. Comes in ball looking for Moncrief. Not a good one. Turns over Ryan now to Zebath. His handball's even worse. Finds its way to Penny, and the Hoppers are away through the middle of the ground.
And Penny's going to want to try and find Broomhead, who slid in and picked up the half volley. Now the Albury Tigers arrive in numbers. Campbell, he's got some work to do for the green and gold. Crunched in the tackle. And well crunched by Bowden, who of course is wearing 38 this afternoon. In for his second senior game. He's commuting from Wollongong each week.
Is he? Is he a local?
He's an Albury boy.
Yeah.
Here's Penny. Wants to get North Albury inside 50, trying to find Wiedemann, but well read by Jay Hillary, who's really starting to build into season 2025. Kicks backwards, finds Ben Kelly. Kelly's want to open up the fat side. In front of the 2AY sponsors this afternoon. Great to have them on board.
Give us a wave if you're listening.
No, I don't reckon they will be. They're listening to the cans. Garthwaite kicks over the top, and he's got Flanagan true centre wing, clubroom side.
Flanagan, about 5 metres in from the boundary, far side, just looking sideways. Coach Garthwaite saying his kick it long now as George goes towards half forward looking for Ryan. Over the top was Pope. Ball comes to ground level, and Winter gets a little boot looking for Broomhead. Page, he's going to be his jacket all day on the back of him. Ball just comes to ground level. Zebar from 50 throws it on that left boot. Needs a bounce. Zebar, minus score. Takes Albury to 3-2-20. The Hoppers 1-3-9, 11-point lead here on the Steel Line scoreboard, and we've gone 21 and a bit minutes thanks to NZ Albury.
North Albury really need to consolidate scan. They'd love one before the first break for the Newmarket.
Yeah, they certainly would, boys. Julian Hayes with the kick out here. He's obviously been really...
Mooney got in his way and said, give it here, young fella. Couldn't quite bring it into his mitts. Keeping it alive is Matt Bender. Umpire didn't blow the whistle. Inside 50, good mark, Kelly. Too far to score. Switches it to Harry Cameron. Centre of the 50-metre arc. It's a grubber kick across goal. Asked a fair bit of the coach in Garthwaite. Mopped up nicely. Kicking long down the line was Cullen. Out towards a bit of space. Wiedemann and Kelly. Wiedemann for the North Albury Hoppers. Coast-to-coast footy. Leighton Taylor marks. Gee, that was nice on the North Albury Hoppers, but the Albury Tigers burnt a look on goal.
It's an unbelievable kick from Jackson Wiedemann to hit Leighton Taylor there.
What about the bodywork on the wing to get Kelly away from him? He knew that he had too much pace if he just had that separation. Just gave a real good nudge early, and then he was out and gone, and it was a beautiful kick, as you touched on, David. Leighton
Taylor, must-kick goal here for the North Albury Footy Club. 20 metres out, directly in front. Leighton Taylor slots it through. North Albury moved to 2-3-15. The Albury Tigers 3-2-20. That's on the Steel Line scoreboard. Liam Scammell's boundary side for the Newmarket Hotel. The Albury Tigers would like to have their chance again there.
Yeah, he's just crafty and quick, Leighton Taylor, isn't he? You know, any chance to get out the back like that, you love it as a forward, and he finished true. So yeah, Leighton Taylor's looked dangerous in this first quarter.
Takes his season tally to 19, which I think at the start of the year, if you said Leighton Taylor kicked 19 to 20 goals, the Hoppers would take that. He's been fantastic this season.
I know we've all said that Dogger Dennis having a down year, but Taylor's stepped up. We've got Murphy stepped up, obviously Minogue as well when he's been in there, so he probably hasn't had the same, he looks at it like he has, but it means it's been more even. His ball's back in the middle. Mooney gets it to Reynolds. His kick half smothered. Bender's going to be first there for the Tigers at half back. Rolls around and gets a kick towards half forward. Page back with courage. Probably could have got a kick. Number says play on and thank. Nice tap to Heiner Hennessy. Gets it to Kelly. Back to Bender. Runs into a bit of a roadblock but gets a kick on it and goes inside 50 looking for
Furious finish from here.
Ryan. It's going to fall short and punch through for a minor score. Takes them to 3-3-21. The Hoppers 2-3-15 on the Steel Line scoreboard, and we've gone 24.5 minutes thanks to NZ Albury.
At fullback, North Albury, they find the coach in the grandstand pocket. Tim Broomhead, long down the line. Well done, Garthwaite. Come from about 20 metres away to impact the contest. O'Brien got it onto Page, sells a bit of candy, wants the left, finds it. Now inside forward 50, Mooney. He was crunched. North Albury, they're under the pump as Gaynor emerges and kicks a Sunjan goal. Oh, touch on the line. Jeez, I
not
got
even
pumped.
a score. Not even a score.
Got really excited there for Jakey Gaynor, and we've got a man down here from that contest. James Pope's a little bit winded, scam for the Newmarket Hotel.
Yeah, he is, boys. Just limping off. I'm not sure exactly what happened.
Got crunched in
I
that
reckon he got
contest.
a good knee in the buttock.
And it might have even come from his teammate in Jamie Mooney. He's a pretty tough operator. James Pope, he'll run it off. Julian Hayes will kick in from full back. 21-15. Albury Tigers lead North Albury thanks to A-grade oils and batteries.
As Moncrief has it in the back pocket, his kick goes to another young one in Marty Norman. Norman's going to go short, looking for Weeben, who has it. Yeah, 2 or 3 metres in from the boundary. Right in front of the old grandstand here at the sports ground as the siren goes. 25.5 minutes in that first quarter. It was a ripper with 3-3-21 the Tigers, 2-3-15. The Hoppers. So a goal lead at quarter time, and it was a really good quarter of footy from both teams. First 5 minutes all at North Albury own, and then the next 15 was all the Tigers, but North Albury hit back with a late one.
If that's a sample size of what's to come, we're in for a mouth-watering contest. 3-1-19, the Albury Tigers, 2-3-15, the North Albury Hoppers. The first term done and dusted, thanks to A-grade oils and batteries. Stick with us here on O&M Live, because on O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Inspired, how about that? How about that? This time.
Welcome to Sundancer Homes. We make building your dream home exciting and stress-free. Backed by over 30 years of experience, one of many reasons why we provide a lifetime structural guarantee. Visit our information centre at Dean Street, Albury.
I reckon I'll go mid. Carlton Dry 3.5. Embrace the mid.
My family is my first priority. We go on adventures. We treat each other well. We look after one another. And Tobin Brothers Funerals will treat you like family too. They take pride in creative funeral solutions and will fulfill you and your family's wishes, so if it's legal, it's possible. Tobin Brothers Funerals, family owned since 1934. And now, caring for your family here in Wodonga and Corowa. Tobin Brothers Funerals, celebrating lives.
There's a home, there's
With Optus Home Internet, you get more yes. Whoa. Which means less family screen time and more harmony with powerful Wi-Fi. Woo. Get the Ultra Wi-Fi modem at no extra cost.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor. Able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
Out of the box and primed for the show. On your marks, get set. Being first out the gate. Get the fit you need. The athlete's foot. Fit for every run.
Live. The score at the first break, 3-3-21 to 2-3-15. David Wink, you've got the C&L shower screens quarters best.
Yes, I do. For the Albury Tigers, young Ty Quaid was terrific in that first quarter, creating lots of run and dash across half forward. And then for North Albury, Caden Winter in the middle of the ground, found himself with 8 disposals. That did a lot of the in and under work, getting the ball out, a lot of the contested stuff for the North Albury Hoppers.
Across boundary side for the Newmarket Hotel, Liam Scammell is boundary side. North are ready to rock and roll. Albury still in a tight huddle.
They are, mate. Yeah, Maxi Lynch, the first message of the boys there was he was super pleased with the pressure around the source, around the footy in the contest. But it's in transition where he wants them just to tighten up a little bit, just the uncontested mark game for North Albury, which he wasn't so happy with. Timmy Broomhead, it was around being clean with the footy, which sort of ties into that pressure that Albury's been able to apply around the footy. But the message was very much just around being really clean with the ball, especially in the back half.
Our rough crowd in the house, Scam, looks to be a nice crowd here.
Yeah, not too bad, mate. I'm going to say 400, 500 maybe.
I like it. Around the grounds, thanks to Mr. Stowe's Pool World. What's happening in other round 12 games, Monty?
Yeah, the one we're probably very interested in is top of the table, Rovers versus Lavington. 19-14, 5-point lead to the Rovers at quarter time. 25-point lead to Myrtleford Saints over the Wangaratta Magpies, 39-14. Goal lead, 4-2, plays 3-2 for Cora Rutherglen over Yarrawonga. And a bit of fist pump from Gussie McLeod there. And in the Wodonga Derby, it's 27 points, 5-4, 34 to 117 at quarter time.
Just repeat that score between the Rovers and Lavington.
Yeah, it's a 5. Two.
Oh.
Playing 15, 3-3-21, 2-3-15 at the moment. The old scoreboard says 3-1-19, so they're a couple points behind. Boys look like they're missing here.
Back to play the last month of the season.
Breaking from Liam Scammell. Here's the second term for Jaco Albury-Wodonga with Scotty Montgomery.
Just knows them all to scam. As that one goes up, bit of a stalemate, but Penny gets it and gets it on the boot quickly, goes inside 50. Wiedemann comes out, can't quite take it. Byrne fumbles for the Tigers, goes back and get it. Hillary, well done, gets it out to Page. Page now has a runner in Bender. Bender is going to be caught holding the footy. He is. Free kick's going to go the way of Taylor. It's the second one he's done, Leighton Taylor. Run down tackle on centre wing, far side of the ground. Just going to pop it up high. Looking for a target. Bing Ben Kelly had his name all over it. Doesn't take it. Comes to ground level. The Hoppers are on attack. Festa! What can Festa do? He puts it through!
Gussie's man Festa!
Sunjan goal of the day to our man Festa here at O&M Live. And that's a massive start for the Hoppers. Inside a minute, they've kicked the first of the second term. That takes it a 3-3 apiece here at the sports ground.
For those that are playing along at home, his name assigned to him at birth was Kieran Dunker. Kieran Dunker. We call him Festa Scam. Really good finish from the youngster.
100%, boys. And we've mentioned he's been doing a bit of a job on Jakey Gaynor, and so damaging when you're able to hurt going the other way as well.
Dogger Dennis's handball there was brilliant too. He could have gone away and just snapped it on the boot, but saw Fester running into the open goal and got the hands out to him.
Hot start here for North Albury. Scores a level thanks to CMV Truck and Bus. Back in the middle, nice crunching tackle. In fact, it was Jack Penny up against Page. Really intrigued to watch this ruck battle play out. Bowden up against Mooney. Give that one to Mooney. He got it down to Winter. His handball was ineffective. Gainer's starting to get busy. Broomhead picked his pocket. And the umpire says, I'll ball it up once again.
Nothing better than a tagger working his butt off to go forward and kick a goal, is there?
And especially when it's Fester. Ball up in the centre of the ground. Bowden went to slap it forward. Didn't make good connection. In the action there is Kelson. Another stoppage once again. 40-wing stats, David Wink.
Jack Penny's up to the 9. Jake Page has got 7, doing that run with roll on Tim, but still finding plenty of the ball.
Bit of a whack there for Will Blomley, trying to get some separation from Julian Hayes. Another stoppage once again. There are a lot of tags happening today, Liam Scammell for the Newie.
Yeah, there are. It's interesting. I mean, we had Lavington last week, who obviously don't go with it at all, as Jakey Gaynor runs inside 50.
It's a nice little work there from Jakey Gaynor. Great tap from Bowden. It's inside 50. Ryan's got it. Tackled straight away by Pope. Goes back onto it. Ball's been dispossessed now. At ground level, Blomley picks it up, tackled straight away.
If he kicks a goal, he will get in Julian Hayes' face. Yes,
that's not like Will.
He's one of the nicest blokes off the field, Will, but he gets that white line fever, does Blom.
He doesn't have a lot of friends out there from opposition teams, I don't reckon, does young Will.
No, he's a good man, Will.
As the ball's tossed up in front of the 2AY crew in the tent today. Clearing kick from North Albury's going to go out of bounds. We'll have a throw in 80 metres away from the Albury goals on the far side. As we could have a look at some 40-wing stacks, please, David.
And no one's really lining it up in this quarter yet, Scott. Caden Winter's got 9 for the game. Colby Heiner Hennessy, he's had 3. We know if he gets 15, the Tigers win.
So it's 12 away.
Big shout out to Tommy McGrath from 40 Wings, sponsoring David this year. And the 40 Wing stat sheet. We've got a free kick here for the Albury Tigers. It's going to be Bowden to penetrate the Tigers inside 50 with a nice one off the tee. Top of the goal square, big pack. Cade Brown tries to clear defensive lines, got a good enough piece of it. Now tracking it is Hayes, left it behind. Ball ends up in the hands of Walker. Onto Page, shimmy, shakes, and gets pole driven into the deck by Reynolds. Elite body and paint player of the day, the boy from Mara. He's kicked a nice goal and he's also had a run-down tackle. He's putting together some effort as he finds Broomhead. And now Winter, North Albury consolidate.
Winter at half-back, goes short, finds a milestone man in Penny. Broomhead starting to get busy in this quarter as he gets another kick. It's around the corner, it's a nice one to Dennis. He's got a front-on contact here, so we get the free kick at half-forward for the Hoppers. They're going to be an attack again here. Dennis goes low, looking for Taylor. Oh, well done, Kelly. Gets a fist on it late, gets a handball back now to Byrne. Burns kick smothered off the boot. Ground level, great handball by Campbell. Broomhead gets another one. Put him down, please, David. Gaynor goes and finds it now for the Tigers at halfback. Just a grubbing kick. Mooney just paddles it forward for the Hoppers. Ball's just at ground level and not a lot going on now. And the umpire says, nah, time for me to ball this one up, boys, and try and get a bit of consistency back into this game.
Almost 5 minutes gone here, thanks to NZ in the second term, and the scores are locked at 3-3 apiece. For CMV Truck and Bus, Albury and the North Albury Hoppers. We go to David Wink for some 40 winks.
Timmy Broomhead getting busy here. He's up to 3 disposals already in this second term.
Bowden won the tap in towards space. Reynolds, he got crunched in a dual tackle. Jay Hillary and Nick Kelson wrapping him up, and the umpire's going to ball it up in front of the Terry Cross stand here at the Albury Sports Ground. Mooney and Bowden up in the ruck, give it to Bowden, tapped it down, found Kelson, needs to get rid of it, does so in the nick of time. Umpire said no. Had prior, didn't get rid of it in time, and Jamie Mooney for the North Albury Hoppers. Just in front of centre wing, kicks inside forward 50, trying to find Taylor. Crumbs nicely by Reynolds, onto Brown. Brown into the senior side. Kicking across the face. He might need to play a few more in the Magoos, out of bounds on the full.
It's a bit harsh.
Boundary side, sorry, pup. Boundary side, Liam Scammell, Newmarket Hotel.
Got that, pup.
Boys, we mentioned Albury's pressure around the footy in the first quarter, but North Albury's pressure the start of the second quarter has been really noticeable around the footy.
As Page has it in the back pocket, goes long and strong, but well done Weaven. Come out and met that one full-chested and takes the mark in front of the Terry Cross stand. Just handballs now Gives it to Campbell, who goes long to the top of the goal square. Under it's Garthwaite. Dennis provides the spoil. Hillary gets the kick. Cullen sits under it for the Hoppers. And now Pope has it at half forward. His handball's chopped off. Going to get at the ground levels, Cameron. But he's been tackled straight away. And we'll have a ball up just inside 50. Botanical Gardens, end of the ground.
5 inside 50s to North Albury this quarter, boys.
Ball tossed up now, just inside 50. Bowden wins the tap. Page gets a handball sideways. Kelson's there for the Tigers. Kicks sideways from O'Brien, looking for Flanagan. Got impeded, but the umpire says, nope, play on there. Well done, Norman on debut. I like the look of Marty Norman at half-back. I reckon he's providing a bit of strength down there.
Second in the third best and fairest last year, Mods.
There you go. So I love seeing these young kids come through. As the ball's going to be tossed in front of our man Liam Scammell down there for the Newmarket.
I reckon Scammell will get that one back, thrown back into play.
We'll go again, yeah, and locked in forward half. Winky mentioned, I think, 5 or 6 inside 50s for North Albury. They're just doing a great job to lock the ball in forward half.
So only the one goal here so far after 7.5 to Fester. Umpire Rob Ramples found one.
Yeah, it was round the neck, Gussie.
And it's going to go the way of Cooper McIntosh, one of the boys on debut. And Tommy O'Brien looks a little bit sore.
I don't think it's Cooper's debut.
Cooper's played a few.
I reckon he's played nearly all year.
There you go. Oh, sorry, I was looking at my wrong notes. Declan Clancy's on debut.
39 and 40, they're next to each other.
Liam Scammell, Newmarket Hotel. Keep tabs on Tommy O'Brien. Only his second game of senior footy for the year. As North go inside 50. Page wants the kick from a standing start, smothered off the boot. Reynolds in traffic, onto Broomhead. Timmy's got an open goal, and he slots it. North Albury have started this second term with a vengeance, and Timmy Broomhead kicks 2 goals in a row, or 3 in a row, for the North Albury Hoppers. They now lead by 6 points for the C&B Truck and Bus scoreboard.
Up to 12 disposals for the game now, Timmy. Jake Page is finding plenty of the ball himself, but I think Timmy Broomhead's starting to break through there, finding a lot of ball himself. Up to 4 disposals in this quarter already. That's
his 18th goal for the year too, Timmy, as we go boundary side to Liam Scammell for the Newmarket.
Yeah, he's just so dangerous, Timmy. He doesn't need any space at all, to finish on the right foot there. Just a classy player. Just quickly on Tommy O'Brien as well, boys. Looked like he copped a bit of a knock in the schnoz and got a blood nose.
Be all good, you reckon, Scam?
I think he'll be all right, mate. They'll tape him up.
He'll be right for a few skillies at the Newmarket tonight.
Ball's going to be repeat stoppage here in the middle of the ground. As Jake Gaynor got tackled as soon as he got that one. Bowden wins that one. Through the hands. Fester, handball backwards. That's Duncan for those who are playing along at home. Goes really to no one. And Hayes, of course, with his man, his backpack today is Will Blomley, and he was straight onto him then as soon as he took possession. There's Bowden and Mooney. Bowden probably gets that tap again. Through the legs of Blomley. Gaynor taking without it. Overrunning it with Smith. Duncan's handball's chopped off now for the Hoppers. Smith puts it sideways. Jackson Kelly's got it now for the Tigers at half forward and goes inside 50. His kick's going to be chopped off, and that man on debut, I'm liking the look of him, that's Norman. He plays on straight away.
And he kicks the full back and he finds Gardner. Only one playing today, it's Flynn. And Flynn's switch is dangerous. And it's been intercepted by Ryan. And I reckon he's within range here, Jake Ryan. Up against James Pope. He'll kick from exactly 50 metres, Liam Scammell. Relatively tight angle, but it'll suit the right footer.
He will, mate. He's certainly going through the routine, pacing back here. Looks like he's going to back himself to slot it from 50. He's one of those classy forwards, Ryan, isn't he, that, you'd back him to slot it through.
David, you said this one, mark it down, Scott.
Mark it down, he reckons.
Yeah, straight through.
Gee whiz. He's kicked 24 goals this year. Right foot kick, it's just going to fall short. And it's going to bounce across the face. Peppers Campbell intercepts, and he's happy to see it out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Tied up in the pocket.
Now. David's got one.
Welcome to the club, Robbie McKinlay. Boundary throw-in. Albury Tigers trail the North Albury Hoppers by a sole goal deep in their attacking ends.
Tossed in now. Heiner Hennessy does the ruck work against Mooney. Mooney gets a handball, finds Weaven. Weaven with a big long kick. Unthank had to come back hard, didn't quite get there. Smith just kicks at it for the Hoppers. Byrne tries to get it for the Tigers. Cameron's handball sideways is a good one. Finds Young Undies carry. His kick's smothered.
Young Undies.
Young Undies. Oh, that's crude. That boy said, no, you ducked, and he's pinged him. He's pinged him. It's going to be a free kick the other way of Clancy. Umpire stopped the ball because, why was he holding his head then, Tommy? As the umpire says, nah, ducked. That's your prior opportunity. So he's got to wait here. And Clancy on debut. He's going to have the free kick on centre wing when we resume. What'd you see there, Scam?
To be honest, boys, I think it probably should have gone the other way. High contact on Unthank. I didn't love it.
Couldn't agree more, Scam.
And he doesn't look to be in a great way. Obviously, HIA protocols will require him to come out and have a look and get
they're
checked.
just doing this these days. I think it needs to be done. It's Clancy's kick, a little worm burner, finds Moncrief. Moncrief now is going to roll around, get it moving quickly, goes to centre half forward. Sitting under artillery for the Tigers. Taylor gets there late and brings it to ground level. And they're going to get a ball up at half forward.
Mr. Stowe's pool world around the grounds. Isn't it funny, the McNamara reserves at the venue with the most goals today. Myrtleford lead 6-3-39 to 5-2-32.
Why are you surprised by that?
Because it's an absolute quagmire. Ball up.
I reckon it's pristine.
Some other around the grounds, 4-2 apiece between Yarra and Corowa. And in the other big game today, the Rovers, they lead 21 to Lavington 14. Here at the Albury Sports Ground, 27-21. North Albury in front thanks to CMV Truck and Bus. As North Albury try and gain some yardage inside 50. Bender sat in the hole, had his pocket picked by Reynolds. Kicked them, went on to be smothered. Page on to Kelson. In fact, it was Zebath, long down the line. Went through the midst of Walker. Now it's a foot race. Tracking it is Weaven. Got to keep his feet. Did a good enough job. Now the North Albury support arrive. Well done, Cullen. Got there in the nick of time to save Ty Quaid. Running onto a loose ball. Will ball it up 35 metres out from Albury Tigers goal.
It was a real foot race going to happen there, but Harry Weaven did the job and got it
Not
to a
known for his
teammate.
foot,
Definitely
pace.
not. Definitely not. I think he knew he wasn't either. As Penny now gets caught holding the footy. Free kick to Zebath. He'll have a shot nearly straight in front, 25 out.
Just quickly, boys, good news down here with Will Unthank coming back onto the ground.
Very good news. As Zebath now, a bit of push and shove after that free kick was paid.
They didn't like it, did they, Scott?
No, they didn't. And it was probably there, but I thought. As Zebath, what's the thoughts here, David? You said last one marked down Ryan and you got him.
Yeah, look, I don't know, Scott.
I'm backing
Thanks for your help there, David.
I'm backing Eddie in.
Yeah, I'm going with him too.
Nice left foot kick.
Eddie, what can he do from about 30 out? He snuck it in, I tell you what. That was as close to the post as it was going to get. But Zebath gets his first major for the day, and he ties it back up at 4-3 apiece on the CMB Truck and Bus scoreboard, and we've gone 13 and a half minutes thanks to NZ Albury.
4 inside 50s to the Albury Tigers this quarter. Plays North Albury 7, just making the most of their chances, and they're very efficient when going forward, the Tigers.
Liam Scammell for the Newmarket Hotel.
Yeah, making the most of the chances, boys. I think, as Winky said, it's going to be important today. It's very even contest at ground level, so being efficient inside 50, I think, is going to be a very important part of the day.
Will Bowden's come for a spell, and into the ruck goes Ben Kelly, and he went about a year early as North Albury via Hayes inside 50. The Tigers have numbers. Garthwaite comes forward to defend and intercepts for the yellow and black. Switches out wide. Max Byrne. Second game back in the side after suffering a knee injury in this return fixture. On to Unthank. Good to see him back on the ground. Long down the line. Nice intercept there by Cullen. True centre wing. Grandstand. Clubroom side while the boundary throw in neutral territory. David Wink, 40 wing stat sheet.
Jake Page has got 6 disposals in this quarter, but a lot of those been in the defensive half and under a lot of pressure. The North Albury boys are trying to get into him as much as they can.
Scores are level after we played 15 minutes thanks to NZ. North Albury inside 50. Garthwaite again. Too clever for Jackson Wiedemann. And Garthwaite's going to slingshot the Albury Tigers into attack on our broadcast side wing.
He's missed the target here. Getting back on it. It's Gardner for the Hoppers. Gets a handball looking for Smith. Gets it on to Moncrief now. His kick towards half forward. Should be chopped off by Hillary. No, goes through his legs. Garthwaite and Wiedemann battle hard behind them. And tackled straight away was Wiedemann over the boundary line. And we'll get a throw in. As Gussie just takes a selfie. Sending it to Bronte. As the ball's going to be tossed in front of the North Albury faithful.
OHS
in the old grandstand.
Shout out to you, Bronte, if you're listening.
Tossed in. Kelly's been manhandled and he's going to get the free kick in the ruck. So the Tigers have it at half back. Scores are level on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. 15 and a half gone thanks to NZ Albury. As Kelly's kick looking for Walker. Got a whack around the ear, but he took the mark as well. Front of the Albury bench, Walker has it. Broadcast side. Matty, it's a nice kick. Looking for a teammate inside 50. Coming across strong there was JP Penny. Ball goes to ground level. And Quaid says we'll just take this one over. And we'll have a throw in front of the old scoreboard, which still says both teams 4-3 apiece.
Around the grounds, thanks to Mr. Stowe's Pool World. Beechworth have a 4-point lead over Chilton at quarter time.
Did Mirrors send you that?
Game of the round. No, Mirrors, well, if he could have his fun on the ground, I think he would.
I reckon
Mirrors.
he's the one man that could do it.
Inside Albury's attacking 50. Nick Kelson's crunched. Umpire calls for a stoppage. Tied up in the pocket. We played 16.5 minutes thanks to NZ. It's been a really good Jaco Albury-Wodonga second term. Rucks go up, no one in particular. Leaving it behind was Harry Cameron. Now Winter has a go. Julian Hayes joins in. Taken high was Flanagan, umpire left it alone. Heiner Hennessy intervenes and the umpire says, we'll have another stoppage. We'll ball it up. So goals in this third term to Fester, Broomhead and Zeebath. And scores are level at 27 apiece. Thanks to Jaco Albury-Wodonga. The handball missed its target in unthanked, but he gathered nicely, tried to find Bowden. Now North Albury have numbers. The Riz Smith gets involved in the action. Crelly, great use of the body up against Cameron. Umpire said we're out of bounds for a boundary throw in between centre wing and attack for the Albury Tigers, I should say. We'll go to Liam Scammell, Newmarket Hotel, boundary side.
Obviously a number of repeat stoppages here, boys, and just a lot of numbers around the footy at the moment.
17 minutes gone, thanks to NZ. Oh, well done, Penny. Chopped off that handball. Now he's got a runner in Reynolds. Reynolds looking for Hayes. Bromley's trying to get him. Doesn't quite get it. The kick inside 50's a beauty from Julian. Finds Wiedemann at half forward. Wiedemann's kick's not a great one. Looking for Dennis. Dennis picks it up on the half volley. Now feeds it back to Wiedemann. Wiedemann now, kick inside 50. Flanagan's there. Drops the mark. Reynolds at ground level. Jackie boy! Jack Reynolds kicks his second Sunjang goal of the day and gives the lead back to the Hoppers. They're 5-3-33. The Tigers 4-3-27 on the CMB Truck and Bus scoreboard, and we've gone 18 minutes thanks to NZ Albury.
Boys, Timmy spoke at quarter time just around being really clean, especially in the back half, and just the way that North was able to exit stoppage there. That's the way they want to be able to transition the ball. They don't want to, have to sort of dump kick out of stoppage. That's certainly the way they want to, exit out and transition forward.
Jack Reynolds started that play up here at the half-back line with Jack Penny and finishes off down. His work rate's phenomenal. Is the boy from Murray, Gussie?
Great finish. He's kicked his second and beautifully called by Scotty Montgomery. Thanks to the team at McRae Motors. Mooney in the middle of the ground. His handball missed Penny. Has a chance to get involved, but Gaynor intervened. Gaynor, Penny, locking horns. Great one-on-one tussle. We'll ball the footy up on the edge of the centre square.
There's still a lot of push and shove and a lot of feeling going on out there. Love to see it in this sort of contest.
Mooney onto Winter. Kick was smothered off the boot. Now Penny has a crack. Gets North Albury inside 50. Dennis at the back of the contest. He's evasive, he's elusive, and he's kicking a goal! 2 goals in a minute. Dogger Dennis with some brilliant forward craft. North Albury, they're playing some sexy footy here on O&M Live for CMV Truck and Bus.
Yeah, Mon, you said I had a man crush earlier pre-game on Jack Penny, but he's been the result. Those 2 goals have been the result of his willingness to just bust through and just get momentum going North Albury's way. 5 disposals in this quarter alone for JP, and a brilliant finish by our man Dogger Dennis.
Dogger absolutely is a great finish, and I tell you what, he loved the celebration then, didn't he?
Yeah, he does, the dog man.
He said, stuff you blokes have been giving me crap for not kicking goals. I'm kicking them today. This ball's back in the middle. Just fumbles around at ground level. That man, JP, put him down for another 40 winks. As Broomhead gets a 1-2 with Gardner. Still in the centre square, takes a running bounce. There's Timothy. He's kicked towards half forward, looking at Taylor. Well done, Kelly. His spoil's nearly as good as a kick and finds his way towards Gaynor. He's going to get the free kick. And tell you what, Page didn't like the treatment from Broomhead on Gaynor there. Wouldn't let him know about it, but the free kick's going to be on centre wing to Jakey Boy. What can Gaynor do? Just looking around, waiting. He's got an easy sideways one. So wants to find Cameron. In front of the balcony that's full of sponsors today. Goes short, finds Blomley. He's got a bit of space. His kicks are high up and under, finds Page. Still 70 away from home of the Tigers. Far side. Page's kick, looking for Kelly. Takes it, goes straight away. Goes looking for Walker. Zeebath. Neither of them get it because Pope got a hand on it. Now Whelan gets a clearing kick to nobody. He's waiting for the boundary line, but Max Burns going to get it for the Tigers.
Oh, no, he's not, because you got a really cruel bounce, and North Albury arrive in numbers. Broomhead mops up the crumbs, wants to penetrate through the centre of the ground. He run a bloody long way. Shaking and baking. Crelly, well crunched by Matt Bender. Saves a certain inside 50, and I tell you what, he got away with murder there. I reckon he ran about 30.
Oh, I'm the same. I reckon he did too.
I've got some very good mail coming through about Tim Broomhead and his whereabouts during the week. Julian Hayes just gave one to an Albury player. I reckon it was Will Blomley.
His backpack.
We'll keep tabs on that. Penny emerges from the pack. 45 metres out. Jack Penny can't quite kick accurately across the face for a minor score. Looks to be okay, Will Blomley.
Dave was about to jump out of the bloody box if he had to kick that one, JP.
40-27.
Will's
Albury will
just
kick in
given
from
one
full
back to Julian, so I reckon it's safe to say Julian did give him one. And there's a bit going on in the middle.
As Garthwaite, clearing kick. Oh, Weaving got up, couldn't quite grab it. Now Mooney at ground level. Cullen, now to Campbell. His kick's going to go back inside 50. Looking for Wiedemann. JP's at ground level. He's got it now, Jack Penny. What can he do? Fumbles it. Handball. Taylor. He's going to kick another one for the Hoppers. That's his second for Leighton. And the Hoppers are on a roll here. Takes them to 7-4. 46 to 4-3, 27. And they've kicked 3 in a row, the Hoppers.
12 inside 50s this quarter alone, boys, have had all the momentum.
Boundary side, Liam Scammell, Newmarket Hotel, a real momentum changer.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. We've spoken about efficiency a few times, and North just looks so dangerous going inside. You know, they've kicked, 3 goals in probably 5 minutes there, and just look like they're sort of doing it pretty easy once they go inside forward 50.
How's Tim Broomhead looking on the Footy Wing stat sheet, David?
He's under 15, Tim.
I have spies everywhere, and during the week I found him at guess where, gents? That's Hungry Jacks.
On the health food.
On the health food. Me and Timmy Broomhead. Wouldn't mind them as a sponsor.
What were you doing there?
Maybe a contra agreement.
Yeah, aren't you on a diet?
It's going really well. Gainer wrapped up in a Cade Brown tackle. I actually had a salad for lunch. Somewhat of a salad today.
Yeah, was that from Hungry Jack's spot?
No, it wasn't. I actually got that from Oscar Ramsden. He was getting an ice cream last night, the president. Back in the middle. Gainer. He got held without it. Umpire says it was free kick. Jake Gainer against Tim Broomhead. Gainer inside 50. Too hot for Walker. North have numbers at the back of the contest. Pope on the booming left, just opts for distance, long down the line. Wiedemann and Garthwaite. Garthwaite front and centre, brought it to ground level. Nice work from Flanagan, dodged his way around a couple. Fed the hands, lowering the ball onto Unthank. Heine Hennessy had the 1-2 on, he ignored him. And I reckon the big cheese is going to back himself in from downtown here, Scam.
They'd have to kick from 55 at least, mate, and Breeze not really doing him any favours.
Desperately need this one, the Albury Tigers. North Albury have kicked 5 of the 6 goals this quarter, including 3 in a row. If he can kick this, it'll bring the margin back to 13 points. In comes Heine Hennessy, Norriel Park ends. Strikes it okay, it's swerving back, it's touched on the line. Still in the field of play. Cullen bombs it long downtown, needs to find a teammate. Carey brought it front and centre. Now Gainer retreats via hand. Kelly dumps it inside forward 50. Needs a good bounce. Walker palmed it in towards space. Zeebath wants to find the left. Arcs around. Kick was smothered off the boot. North Albury have numbers everywhere. Whistle.
Throw.
Against Campbell. Well spotted. Scott Montgomery. And it's going to give the Albury Tigers a shot on goal. Eddie Zeebath's going to be the recipient. And there's plenty of argy-bargy Scam for the Newmarket Hotel.
Yeah, there is indeed, boys. Ever since that Julian Hayes little whack behind play, it's been pretty fierce down here. But this goal's certainly one that the Tigers are going to need to slot against the run of play.
Inside 50s on the 40 Winks, David Wink.
The North Albury Hoppers have 12 for the quarter, and the Albury Tigers up to 8.
So they need to start getting some reward for their effort. Eddie Zeebath looking for his second goal of the second term. 35 metres out, 45-degree angle. It's swerving, but it holds its line. Just what the doctor ordered from Eddie Zeebath, and the Albury Tigers are back to a 13-point deficit on the C&V truck and bus scoreboard. 7-4-46, North Albury plays the Albury Tigers 5-3-33. Liam Scammell, boundary side for the best pub in the world, the Newmarket Hotel.
As we said, boys, just had to convert there to stay in touch. North Albury's been incredibly impressive in this second term, especially as we discussed pre-game with the personnel that they're missing.
13-point lead for the Hoppers here on the CMV Truck and Bus. We've gone nearly 26 minutes.
It's a good game of footy,
Albury. It's a great. I reckon we've got game of the round at the moment. Ball back in the middle. Bowden Gets a beautiful tap, finds Gaynor. Gaynor gets away from some would-be tacklers and gets it inside 50. Looking for Walker. Gets the body check from Weaven, does well at ground level. Norman's there again for the Hoppers. He's been pinged. Flanagan, great tackle from George. And I reckon this will be take one of his better kicks for George.
Someone's got decked.
Is it Heiner Hennessy?
Yeah, Pup might have decked him by the looks of things.
Pup's the nicest man in the world. He wouldn't have done it.
Oh,
He's just throwing a little cheapie there, that's for sure.
I'll tell you, that could be reversed here. Heiner Hennessy's got to be very careful.
Pup was the one that threw the little jumper punch,
Yeah,
I reckon.
don't know where you see the reversal coming.
There's Flanagan. He's going to have a shot from the boundary. Bring the house down if he took it. Really good body check again on Walker. Has now tackled straight away. I don't know how that's out of bounds. The ball never touched the post. But anyway,
we all know
it's going to be thrown in.
We all know the retaliator gets pinged, boys.
They do.
Can't get a free kick for getting punched in the face, though, I wouldn't have thought.
Well, I'm tipping Colby Heiner Hennessy won't just stand there and cop it. He'll throw a few back, the big cheese.
So he tossed in right next to the point post here. Aubrey end. Bit going on. Heiner Hennessy and Mooney do battle. A lot of bodies flying around. And boy says, we'll ball it up again here, boys. It's getting very, very heated.
They don't like each other, do they, these two?
Not at the best of times, and the bit happening out there. We got a Gus McLeod, thanks for Bronte.
All McRae Motors, depends who pays the bills. Siren sounds for half-time here at the Albury Sports Ground. And the North Albury Hoppers, after a 5-goal second term, hold a lead at the main break. 7-4-46 to the Albury Tigers, 5-3-33. That's on the C&V Truck and Bus scoreboard. And as Scott Montgomery said, it's game of the round here at the Albury Sports Ground. 46 plays 33. The best pub in the world, Newmarket Hotel, are sending through some of their feedback. I'm looking forward to geting a free schooner there tonight. But we've got a big second half of footy coming your way next. Here at O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Clinch broken down.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Shawty get inspired, how about that? How about that? This time.
Welcome to Sundancer Homes. We make building your dream home exciting and stress-free. Backed by over 30 years of experience, one of many reasons why we provide a lifetime structural guarantee. Visit our information centre at Dean Street, Albury.
I reckon I'll go mid. Carlton Drive 3.5. Embrace the mid.
My family is my first priority. We go on adventures. We treat each other well. We look after one another. And Tobin Brothers Funerals will treat you like family too. They take pride in creative funeral solutions and will fulfill you and your family's wishes, so if it's legal, it's possible. Tobin Brothers Funerals, family owned since 1934. And now, caring for your family here in Wodonga and Corowa. Tobin Brothers Funerals, celebrating lives.
With Optus Home Internet, you get more yes. Whoa. Which means less family screen time and more harmony with powerful Wi-Fi. Woo. Get the Ultra Wi-Fi modem at no extra cost.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
Out of the box and primed for the show. On your marks, get set. Being first out the gate. Get the fit you need. The athlete's foot. Fit for every run.
Sports ground. When I reckon we've got probably the game of the round here, gents, on O&M Live. Aubrey Tigers, they trail 5-3-33 to North Albury, 7-4-46. Monty, we'll start by going around the grounds thanks to Mr. Stowe's.
Is that because our 40-wing stats man's stuffing his face with food in the box here?
No, he didn't set up. He won't pack up. He needed to
doesn't do anything.
Relieve himself. Here in the halftime show, it's all thanks to the team at Elders Rural.
As we go around the ground, it's the top of the table clash. The Rovers have really flexed some muscle in the second quarter. They're 7-5-47, leading 3-2-20 over the Panthers. It's probably, we're game of the round, but I reckon this one up at McNamara Reserve's not far behind. 7-3-45 apiece there between the Saints and the Magpies. We've got a 17-point lead to Yarrawonga over Corowa. And at the Wodonga Derby, it is a 48-point lead. 8-8-56 plays 1-2-8 at half-time there for the Bulldogs over the Raiders.
David Wink, what are the leading numbers on your 40-wing stat sheet so far?
Jake Page is leading the way for Albury. He's got 12. Jake Gaynor, only the 10. He had 7 in that quarter, so he only had 3 in the first quarter. We got busy in the second. Timmy Broomhead's up to the 15 for the Albury Hoppers. And Jack Penny, he's up
for
to...
who?
What did I say?
The Albury Hoppers.
Well, the North Albury Hoppers.
The Albury Hoppers.
And Jack Penny, he's up to the 18 as well for the North Albury Hoppers.
Any of the key stats inside 50s? Any team-based stuff that either side need to work on?
Yeah, 20 inside 50s to 17. So North Albury leading that just. But I would have thought, watching that game, I would have thought North Albury had a lot more of the ball in their forward half. But that quarter alone, they had 12 to... Oh, quick math, 9. 12 to 9 in that quarter. I would have thought that would have been a little bit more in favour of North Albury. So it's a pretty even contest we got here, and I reckon this is one of the better games I've watched this year, boys.
5 goals from those 12 inside 50s. That's unbelievable, isn't it? That's a really good return. Their forwards are getting to work. If they're not taking the grab, they're doing it at the ground level, and that's how most of their ones have come. I think, not one mark and goal in that quarter. There was all general play goals and snaps around the body. So really good finishing from the mid/smalls of North Albury.
Liam Scammell's joined us back in the box at the halftime break thanks to Elders Rural. What's it like at ground level, Scam? What are you noticing between the two teams? One thing we're noticing here in the box is there's no love lost.
Certainly no love lost, mate, and fiercely contested around the ball. Probably spoke about how good Albury were in the first quarter with their pressure, and I think it was North that really brought that in the second term, and were probably able to, as a result, get the game back on their terms with a few quick goals and some efficiency going forward.
Who's really caught your eye as a player that you're sort of noticing having a big impact on the game here in the first half, Scam?
Well, it was probably Broomhead in that quarter that sort of came to life, was able to shake the tag a little bit. I think Julian Hayes has been reasonably well held. He's working hard away from that Blomley tag. But probably Broomhead's certainly been one of North Albury's best.
Wink on the 40-wing stat sheet. Those two blokes that do have run with roles, how are they being held in terms of numbers?
Well, Tim's got 15 and a goal, so he's probably, you go into half-time, you're probably pretty happy with that if you're Tim. Julian's only had 9, so just like Scam mentioned, they're being pretty well held by Will Blomley.
And kick-ins?
Yeah,
maybe
probably 4. How many? Yeah, no.
4.
What do they kick? 3 points, Albury, so Julian's had 3 kick-ins, so he's been really well held. Will Blomley's doing a fantastic job there.
And we know that he is just an annoying person out there on the field, isn't he, Will? He just annoys and annoys. He doesn't care if he cops one in the mouth, which we think may have happened for him. But he's just someone who will just stick to the task. Yeah, that's what he's in the side to do. Just annoy one of the better mid-sized defenders for the opposition.
Halftime show here, thanks to Elders Rural on O&M Live. One of the things I really want to address about the North Albury side of things is the way they've sort of piled on goals in momentum. So you look at when they kicked 2 goals, or 3 goals, I should say, in a matter of 4 minutes when Reynolds, Dennis and Taylor just went bang, bang, bang. It's something the Albury Tigers, I reckon we see it maybe once a game. I remember seeing it here a month ago against the Wodonga Bulldogs. I remember seeing it against Yarrawonga in round 1, that when they have lapses in concentration, opposition sides are burying them. And I reckon that when they kicked those 2 goals from clearances is when Will Bowden was on the bench.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Bowden's been fantastic. I don't think he's actually lost too many taps when he's been in there.
It's a great contest, I reckon, between him and Jamie
At
Mooney.
ground level, Mooney's probably doing the work, but in the air, I think that Bowden's probably got on top. And see, late in that quarter then, when Gaynor got on the fly a little bit, they've got to try and free up Gaynor. I think Duncan's doing a really good job on him at the moment. From the other point of view, we haven't spoken about his job he's doing for North Albury, tagging Jake Gaynor, who is one of the premier midfielders running around. But then when he got rolling in late in that second quarter, they got a bit of momentum back. They were able to kick that goal late. So, yeah, we know how North Albury do kick him in patches. So you need to make sure that when it comes your way, like Albury weren't able to do, you need to be able to kick him. They only kicked that 1 goal in that patch through the middle of the quarter and then 1 late. So they need to make sure that when they got their chances and going inside 50, they are hitting the scoreboard a little bit more often.
One of the things I looked at when I was looking at some data coming into the game is that North Albury are the number 1 team in the competition for 1%ers. The Albury Tigers are number 10. And I reckon a few of their goals today, Monty, for the North Albury Hoppers have come from those little 1%ers, particularly in centre stoppage. Guys like Jack Reynolds putting on blocks, guys like Jack Penny happy to tap the ball into space to allow other players to run in and have an impact on the game. Scam, I reckon they're playing a really selfless brand.
I couldn't agree more, mate. And Leighton Taylor, probably in the forward half as well, another one that's been able to apply a lot of pressure around the ball, and sort of bring that 1% pressure.
A few of the sponsors coming into the box. It's going to be a big third term for Inspirations Paint. We are going to get Jeff absolutely carded this afternoon.
Just a quick one, touching on those 1%ers. Leighton Taylor laying 2 rundown tackles. I don't reckon he would have laid 2 all year from rundown from behind. So, not tackles. He would have laid more than 2 tackles. But rundown tackles, Winky. Don't giggle at me like that. But I think that's just the standard that North Albury have set today, and that's why they're in front at half-time. They're just willing to do that little bit extra at the moment. And Albury need to make sure they come out and they're doing those little 1%ers in the second half.
Just quickly here, Winky, just having a look at your stat sheet, mate. The centre clearance battle, just talk us through that one.
Yeah, so 8-3. So North Albury have really dominated when the ball gets to the ground. And the midfielders like Tim Broomhead, Kane Winter, Jack Penny are really getting the ascendancy through the centre of the ground there. We'll go to a break.
Yeah, we'll take a break, thank you, Dave. But on O&M Live, it is the North Albury Hoppers with their noses in front here on O&M Live. The halftime show done and dusted thanks to Elders Rural. On the other side of the break, a barn-burning second half of footy between North Albury and the Albury Tigers. On O&M Live, where you won't miss a thing.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Shawty get inspired, how about that? How about that? This time.
Welcome to Sundancer Homes. We make building your dream home exciting and stress-free. Backed by over 30 years of experience, one of many reasons why we provide a lifetime structural guarantee. Visit our information centre at Dean Street, Albury.
I reckon I'll go mid. Carlton Dry 3.5. Embrace the mid.
My family is my first priority. We go on adventures. We treat each other well. We look after one another. And Tobin Brothers Funerals will treat you like family too. They take pride in creative funeral solutions and will fulfill you and your family's wishes, so if it's legal, it's possible. Tobin Brothers Funerals, family owned since 1934. And now, caring for your family here in Wodonga and Corowa. Tobin Brothers Funerals, celebrating lives.
With Optus Home Internet, you get more yes. Whoa. Which means less family screen time and more harmony with powerful Wi-Fi. Woo. Get the Ultra Wi-Fi modem at no extra cost.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
Out of the box and primed for the show. On your marks, get set. Being first out the gate. Get the fit you need. The athlete's foot. Fit for every run.
Welcome back to O&M Live. Gus McLeod, Scott Montgomery, David Wink and Liam Scammell. The O&M Live call team at the Albury Sports Ground with the Albury Tigers. They trail at the main break, 7-4-46 to 5-3-33. Scam, your boundary sign for the Newmarket Hotel. Conditions still more or less the same?
More or less the same, mate. It's still quite breezy here, blowing across the ground, straight in towards the commentary box. Yeah, mate, more or less the same.
Of course, North Albury out on the ground very early here. The Albury Tigers a little bit late, but North Albury will make their way into their respected positions, and the Albury Tigers with a final rev up from Coach Garthwaite. What are you looking to see in the second half here, gents, from the respected sides?
I want to see a bit of the same. I think both sides, this has been a cracking game of footy. I think both sides have come out having a real crack and a real dip, and I think we're in for the same in this second half. I think North Albury will try and keep their run going, and Albury Tigers will try and get physical and try and win the game that way.
Yeah, I think in the middle of the ground that North Albury just got to get moving a bit more. I think on the fly, we've seen that late in that quarter when Gaynor got moving, was able to get a bit of space, able to get it inside 50. And I think they've got to try and give a bit of help for Matt Walker. Like, Harry Weaven's doing a great job at the moment. He's doing a lot of body checking as he's going up the fly, so he hasn't got a full leap at it. I think someone's just got to give a little shove to Harry as they go past, and just give Walker that metre or two separation that he probably needs to be able to get up at the footy properly.
So not too far away from getting back underway here. Just getting a few technical difficulties coming in from the Lavington game, but we seem to be okay now.
That's no good.
Bit of a, how do I say this diplomatically? Bit of a snooze fest up at Lavington, I'm being told.
Decision to change
Scoreboard?
that'd be great.
Scoreboard, or Scott Montgomery can
have it open, and it is at the moment a 7-5, 47 to 3-2-20. So 27-point lead to the Rovers over the Panthers.
Now, for those that haven't heard us call before on O&M Live, the third quarter is brought to you by Inspirations Paint.
We love our men at Inspirations Paint.
And Jeff Gray from Inspirations Paint, he has a can has a big swig of his beer every time he hears his name mentioned. So, Jeff, aren't we going to get you-know-whatted here in this
And
third
he's here
term?
today, isn't he?
He's here. Here we go, the third term. North Albury and the Albury Tigers. It's coming at you live, thanks to Wiesner's.
Umpire Lockhart throws it up. Bowden gets another tap. Zebath to Gaynor, looking for Page. Tackled straight away was Page by David's man, Penny. Gaynor goes back and gets it. Fumbles it out. Finds its way now to Bender. Bender's legs taken from under him as he kicks it. Goes inside 50. Weaven's there again for the Hoppers. And he just runs that one straight out. Hear a little chuckle there from Liam Scammell. Thought that one was probably deliberate. Ball's going to be tossed in front of the electric scoreboard here, which leads a 13-point lead to the North Albury Hoppers. And, of course, that scoreboard's thanks to Inspiration's paint in this third quarter. Nice tap there from Mooney. Finds his way to Broomhead. Gets a clearing kick towards centre wing. Fist from Garthwaite. Bounce for Burns, not great. Burn for the Tigers goes, nope, I'll just run this one out. And we'll have a ball in right in front of the Hoppers bench where Liam Scammell's sitting next to there, thanks to the Newmarket.
Just a quick note on Ryan Garthwaite there, boys. He's such a rock behind the ball. North Albury want to be able to transition that ball off half-back with run and carry and good ball use. They can't afford to go long down the line to Garthwaite.
Looking forward again to the Newmarket tonight. Liam Scammell.
Throw it in again.
Another boundary throw-in. I think I saw Filthy Phil and Heath Norton from the Newmarket here earlier. Big shout out to those boys.
Dino would be rolling around somewhere, wouldn't he?
Dino would be rolling around on the couch with little Sonny.
Oh, okay.
I think the little man's a bit under the weather. Big shout out to the Newmarket.
Oh.
Broomhead onto Penny. Penny's handball was just a little bit skew-if. Trying to find Crelly. He left it behind. Flanagan gets involved. Now Penny back to Crelly. North Albury work their way out of the trouble. And we've got a free kick for a throw here. It's going to go the way of Will Bowden. I think Will was a little bit shocked he got the free kick. Kicks inboard. Heiner Hennessy in the centre circle for the Albury Tigers. Slingshotting on the right. Walker. Great vision. The channel opened up. Walker led through it. And the kick from Heiner Hennessy was centimetre perfect, Scam.
It was just a beautiful hit up in the leading lane there by Walker. Calls from the bench here for them to get it in there quicker to him, but he got there in the end and we'll have a first shot on goal for the second half.
So we're looking to have the Inspirations paint scoreboard attended to here, and I can see you, Jeff. Get that can down quicker. Here's Matty Walker. Looking for the dream start for the second term for the Albury Tigers. 45 metres out. Botanic Garden ends. Bit of a pitching wedge, but it's through the middle. And it's a dream start here for the Albury Tigers in the third term. The margin's back to a goal. The Albury Tigers, they trail 6-3 to 7-4, thanks to Inspirations paint.
Only the third mark that the Tigers have taken inside forward 50. They average 11 for the year. That's the one area that they'd want to try and open up those leading lanes like we just saw then and try and get the ball in Matt Walker's hands. This is a beautiful set shot for goal.
But just that decision to go inboard from Bowden, found Heiner Hennessy, who's a beautiful user of the footy, and then he found that slicing kick.
Did you say a good decision from a ruckman?
Yes, well, it's
rare.
shocking.
I've really liked him.
I like him too, yeah.
He's been really, really good, Will Bowden.
As young Will, he's in the ruck again, gets up high, wins that tap, and goes out of the ground level too. Probably getting held on to. Could have got a kick. Umpire says no, play on. Jack Penny put him down for another 40 winks. Gets it back to Brown. High up and under towards the centre of the ground. Byrne and Reynolds do battle. Our man Fester's there. That's Duncan. Gets a handball to Winter. Winter gets it back now to Broomhead. Broomhead back to Whizzer. To Fester. And now Reynolds. Reynolds inside 50 with a short one. Umpire says not 15, play on. Taylor took it. Thought he had it. And Ben Kelly said, no, mate, I'll tackle you. And we'll get a ball up on the paint of the 50. North Albury attacking end of the ground, which is, of course, is the Nora will end in this third quarter.
Good call there from Rob Rample. Only went about 10 for mine. He's Bender for the Albury Tigers. Taps him towards space. Winter was held. So was Julian Hayes. Umpire let play go on. We've got a whistle now. The umpire, Rob Rample, is going to ball it up. In the middle of the Albury Sports Ground. 39-46. The Albury Tigers trail North Albury thanks to Inspirations paint. Jay Hillary went to kick it, slung shot down in a big crunching tackle. Umpires put the whistle away and we'll have another stoppage once again. We've played 4.5 minutes here in the third term, thanks to NZ Albury. Big shout out to Renee and Shane. They're in the 2AY tent this afternoon enjoying a few refreshments. We thank them for their support of O&M Live. Here's Mooney, breaks away from the contest, needs to get rid of it. Umpire said he had prior opportunity. Free kick to the Albury Tigers. Jackson Kelly on centre wing.
Centre wing, Kelly called the play on. Goes towards half forward. Weathen does well. Walker's there at ground level. Tackled straight away. Umpire say, that's mine, please, boys. It was boundary side for the Newmarket, Liam Scammell.
And again here, Albury probably just really need to lock this ball in forward half. They kicked the first one, but they really want to get a bit of momentum back going their way.
Big Will and Moons do a ruck, and I'll tell you what, Bowden gets that tap again. Straight to Page. He gets tackled straight away. We have a 7-point lead on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard here in the third quarter. This ball's tossed up. That one goes to Mooney. Nice tap, but Penny to set upon straight away by Byrne. We'll have a repeat stoppage in exactly the same spot. Haven't moved for about 10 seconds here. As the ball gets tossed up again. Bowden gets a tap, but Broomhead's there for the Hoppers. Kicks it around the body. Robinson set up really well, but doesn't take the mark. Ground level, Dennis, nice, clever kick. Finds its way to Reynolds. Reynolds breaks the 50. He runs away from Robinson. Take another bounce. He's had 3, Jack. What are you going to do now, Jack? He run a long way. Handball to Taylor. What's he doing? Jacko, you've ruined the play of the year, Jack. What were you thinking? Put it on the boot. Goes through for a minor score. It would have been goal. The century nearly from Jack Reynolds. But it's a minor score.
Get him off! You reckon he was too stuffed to kick it?
He was tired. Wasn't sure what to do. But it's 7-5, 47, 6-3, 39. The Hoppers lead by 8 on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard.
Get him off! That is appalling. Scott Montgomery has been robbed of an Instagram reel. Long down the line go the Albury Tigers. Tracking this one is number 12, Will Blomley, the best to wear number 12 at Tigerland. In the forward pocket. North Albury survivor scare.
Man,
Harry
you don't
Weaven
have a job on Monday.
out of bounds for a boundary throw in.
Who are the former number 12s?
Matty Fowler sitting over there in the tent. He's storming around. You don't even see the steam coming out of his ears, but I can.
Boundary throw in front of the netball courts here at the Albury Sports Ground. In dispute, Unthank left it behind. Crelly for North Albury, handballs in towards space. Campbell in front of the Terry Cross. Canbar kicks long down the line. Big contest. Well done, Ben Kelly got there first. Clever block from Leighton Taylor. Had his jumper ripped off. Umpire let the play go on. Fester absorbed a big tackle. It come from Max Byrne. And it's a ball up. True centre wing. Clubroom side of the Albury Sports Ground. 39-47 North Albury lead thanks to Inspirations Paint.
Bowden gets another tap. He goes straight to his opposing ruckman. Then it gets to Penny. Reynolds, the man who just stuffed up goal of the century, gets a kick down the line. And well done, Big Ben Kelly. Gets a fist on that one. As we go boundary side for the Newmarket and Land Scammell.
Heavily contested this quarter, boys. A lot of numbers around the footy, a lot of repeat stoppages, as you've mentioned, which I think we discussed centre clearances at half-time, and I think that centre clearance battle is going to become incredibly important with how contested it is at the moment.
Ben Kelly looks to be down behind play. Scam. Just got crunched in the contest, I'm assuming.
I reckon it's the way he landed.
Yeah, might be grabbing a knee there, mate, in the hands of the trainers.
He's hobbling.
Looks like he's trying to wipe something from his face. He might be bleeding as well.
Nah, just putting the mouth guard back in. I think he'll be fine. I think he's just a bit winded. This ball's going to get tossed back in front of our beautiful sponsors on OM Live here in the marquee today at the Albury Sports Ground. Tossed in. Mooney gets the tap, but Bowden at ground level gets the handball. Chopped off by Campbell. Finds its way to Winter. Caden Winter sets Salva home. Minor score. Takes the Hoppers to 7-6, 48, 6-3, 39. The Tigers on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. And we've gone 8 minutes thanks to NZ Albury as we go to David Wink on the 40-wink stat sheet.
Tim Broomhead and Jack Penny and Caden Winter lining up the 40-wink stat sheet early in this third term, all with 4 disposals each.
North Albury go long down the clubroom side wing. Jackson Kelly's got some work to do. Putt Brown for North Albury. Slid in with courage and got the ball to his advantage. Now Z-Bar for the Albury Tigers. Burrows his way through. Kicked it the wrong way. Now North Albury. They regather up towards half forward. Nice work from Wiedemann. Going back in the contest. Robertson chipping, trying to find Cameron. Got a good bounce. Sits up nicely for him. Across half back. He wants to penetrate inboard. Jackson Kelly marks. Wants to wheel and go. The Albury Tigers into attack. Flanagan onto Blomley. Blomley for the Albury Tigers, top of the goal square, trying to find Heine Hennessy. 1, 2, 3 bites of the cherry. An elite body and paint player today from the Albury Tigers. They go coast to coast. And Heine Hennessy of a set shot, 25 metres out, directly in front.
Important grab there, boys. Really strong contested mark by Heine Hennessy, and we'll need to go back and kick truly for the Tigers.
Albury very rarely lose when he kicks a goal and has 15, David.
Correct. They haven't lost when he's had 15 disposals, Gussie.
Or can he add the first string to the bow, which is a major? Shouldn't trouble in Botanic Garden end. 20 metres out, directly in front. Game on here at the sports ground. 48 plays 45. North Albury have their noses in front on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard, and this game has gone to another level. here on O&M Live, thanks to Wiesners.
I feel like we've had massive momentum swings in this game where North Albury seem to have a lot of the play inside their half the ground, and then Albury go forward and then go bang and kick a goal sort of against the play and keep them in this game.
Hit the nail on the head there, David. It's real momentum shifts at the moment. And one team's just got to take all their chances when they have the momentum for the next 4 or 5 minutes. As we go around the grounds, thanks to Mr. Stokes Paulwell.
48-27 in the top of the table clash. The Rovers lead the Panthers.
Ball back in the middle. Mooney gets that one. Gets it again at ground level. Gets a handball away. But unthanks there and chops it off. Gets it on that right boot. Goes towards half forward. Leading the chase back is Hayes. Gets a handball across now to Pup Brown. Brown looking for Campbell. Doesn't quite get there. Tackled with Zeebath. Well done, McIntosh. He's going to get the free kick. He's young Cooper at half back for the Hoppers. Far side of the ground. Just looking for an option. He's got Mooney sideways, but decides no. Going to go with it. Goes long on the left boot. Looking for Taylor. Fist come from Robinson at the back. Gainers there for the Tigers. Wins it back and gets a kick down the line. Finds a teammate who's going to get absolutely head taken off there.
Harry Cameron.
That was Cameron. And the balcony is letting them know, young McIntosh, don't do that to our boys here at the sports ground. There's Cameron looking down the line. Who's he got? He's looking for Ryan. Mooney got the fist on it. Finds his way to Broomhead and then back to Mooney. Brown. He's kicked through the middle of the ground. Finds his way to Smith on the bounce. Smith gets a handball to Winter. Back to Smith. Here's Reynolds. He's been running hard in this quarter. I reckon he's hurt a shoulder. Keep an eye on that scam as he gets a free kick down the field. And it's going to be Wiedemann who has it. And I reckon he's right on his range. He's going to have to kick it all with 55.
Boundary side, Newmarket Hotel, Liam Scammell. He has not moved Jack Reynolds, and the umpires have called for a stop in play.
Yeah, they have, mate. In the hands of the trainers. Looks like a head knock, perhaps, and has not
Caden Winter went straight to Nick Kelson. I missed.
There was nothing in it at all. There was no malice in it. It was just a really good bump. And I actually thought I saw Jack grab for the shoulder before he went to ground. So whether it's a shoulder or a head, it's one of the two. As the Riz just went for a lead and the umpires actually stopped play, so no need for that one.
Around the grounds, thanks to Mr. Stokes Paulwell, they've got it all for you. Myrtleford lead the Wangaratta Magpies 8-5-53 to 7-3-45. Up at the Lavington Sports Ground, the Rovers still maintain a strong lead, 48-27. At the JC Low Oval between Corowa and Yarrawonga, it's Yarrawonga 56, Corowa 45, and the Raiders and the Dogs. The Dogs are kicking away. They lead 12-11-83 to 2-2-14.
A little bit of blood coming from the mouth of Jack Reynolds as he's coming from the ground.
He's holding on to his jumper to suggest it might be his shoulder, but maybe it was a double whammy scam for the Newmarket.
Yeah, could well be a double whammy. Definitely blood coming from the mouth.
Big loss for North. He's been brilliant
He's
today.
been great. His run and carry's been absolutely fantastic.
Nearly been their best player, I would have thought.
We'll keep Scam to keep tabs on Jack Reynolds, the boy from Mara. And Jackson Wiedemann, Monty, he's going to line up, and this looks like Liam Scammell pushing in off the 30-yard ring downhill at the Xavier Dome.
Nah,
the run-up is enormous.
His run-up's longer than that. You know that, Gussie. As Wiedemann. He's going to be tired by the time he gets to kick it. Rolls around now. Sets sail for home. He's got the distance. Has he got the accuracy? No. Misses to the skinny side.
Had the distance easy.
He did. Didn't really post high. Through for a minor score, and that takes him to 7-7-49. Playing 7-3-45 on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. And we've gone 13, nearly 14 minutes thanks to NZ Albury.
Wonder how Jeff Gray is on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. He's had a few.
Well lubricated, you reckon, on the Inspirations
I think
Paint
so.
scoreboard?
All thanks to Inspirations Paint, Kiewa Street, Albury. Max Byrne in the back pocket for the Albury Tigers. Sends it long down the grandstand side. Broomhead. I reckon he had his pocket picked by a teammate there. Jackson Kelly for the Albury Tigers. Overlapping run onto Zeebath, and now Heiner Hennessy takes a bounce, stops, props. Back inboard to Zeebath. Has some time to find a composed kick to Walker. Gee, he should have swallowed that one, Matt Walker. North Albury now have numbers. Quaid emerges, intercepts, kicks the Sunjam goal today. Kicks his second, and against the run of play, the Albury Tigers hit the lead for Inspirations Paint here on O&M Live. 51 plays 49, a 2-point buffer, and Ty Quaid showing some poise in front of the big sticks for the Newmarket Hotel.
Classy finish by Ty Quaid there, boys, especially after Matt Walker dropped what he probably should have taken. As we said, efficiency so important for him to finish truly there. And just a quick one, Ben Kelly's back on the ground as well after the knock he copped.
And straight into the ruck for Big Ben, with Will Bowden coming to the boundary. Back in the middle now. 2-point lead on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. 15 minutes gone thanks to NZ. Kelly doesn't quite get up. Broomhead gets a handball now to Penny. Penny's handball finds Winter, but he drops it. Goes to ground now. What's the umpire going to pay? He's going to say, my ball, as Ben lays a very good tackle.
Liam, Scammell, Newmarket Hotel. Any update on Jack Reynolds? Still in the dugout, I'm assuming?
Still in the dugout, mate. Yeah, just cleaning up the blood from the mouth at the moment.
Paddy Stowe, when he came to the boundary, looked at the watch, so he'll be timing how long before. So I reckon he might have gone into some HIA protocols.
So fingers crossed, not a shoulder.
Yes, hopefully, but HIA is not great either because that's automatic 3 weeks if he does have those symptoms. So we'll wait and see on that one.
You'll only miss the 2 games. They've got Lavington in the bye.
Yep. His ball's tossed up in the middle of the ground again. Kelly, great tap, finds Gaynor. Handball towards Cameron. Gets nailed straight away by Gardner. Gaynor picks up the footy. He's going to be pinged. And he's going to be a free kick to our man Fester. Kieran Duncan at half-back here for the Hoppers.
16 minutes gone here thanks to NZ North Albury. I haven't got him down for a goal in the 3rd term.
You're correct.
Should have had goal of century from Jack Reynolds, but he opted to handball. Here's Penny for North Albury. Penetrating kick into the Norriel Park end. Wiedemann got a good piece. Broomhead, something from nothing. Tim Broomhead across the face. Crumbed it at pace and just dribbled it through for a minor score.
7 disposals in this 3rd term alone, Tim.
Don't know if the tag is working. Maybe North Albury are trying to find a way to break it. 1 point lead to the Albury Tigers. They lead 51-50 thanks to Jeff Gray and the team at Inspirations Paint.
Back pocket now with Garthwaite. He's going to go long and down the line looking for Walker. Over the top. Can't quite bring it to ground. Who's got it? This fumbles around. McIntosh got a handball in there. Ball gets flicked out to Hayes. Now it's found its way to Corelli. Now it's Cullen. And now it's Gardner who takes a running bounce. Great chase from Walker, but couldn't quite get him. Gardner's kick inside 50. Well done, Garthwaite. Brings it to ground level. Handball there from Kelly. And Unthank has it on that trusty left boot. Goes looking for his partner in crime in Hillary. Hillary be happy with the boundary here. He's a couple of quick blokes around him, but he taps it inboard and does well. Finds his way to Ryan. Ryan's going to be tackled straight away. Gone. Pope. That's elite body and paint player of the day right there from James Pope. And he'll get the free kick on centre wing on this broadcast side, right in front of Liam Scammell down there for the Newmarket.
Important by Pope there, boys. A very open forward line for Albury if he was able to get out the back there, so did well to lock it down.
Love how Monty just gets another sip of beer in there for Jeff Gray and the boys at Inspirations Paint. Garthwaite intercepts for the Tigers. Who would have thought he plays good footy in the defensive line?
I don't think anyone called for it for 12 weeks.
Oh, not at all. Across half-back, the Albury Tigers, they move the football into the hands of Kelson, who fumbled. Page's handball was a bit too hot for him. Clever toe poke from Unthank. Now Matt Bender, wearing number 2 this afternoon. Kicks down the line, intercepted for North Albury by Cullen. He wants to come in board. Jack Penny in game number 100 on to Julian Hayes. This is better from North. Broomhead's resting forward on the lead. What a kick from Julian Hayes. But I reckon Tim's too far to score here, Scam for the Newie.
Yeah, he would. He'd have to kick from 55.
He just burns a target there in Campbell. And Tim looks like he's going to go back and set himself. David Wink on the 40-wing stat sheet. He's had some 3rd term, Tim Broomhead.
This will be disposal number 8 for Tim. He's up to 23 for the match. He's dominating at the moment.
Big shout out to Tommy McGrath for the Inspirations Paint. Tom McGrath from 40 Winks sponsoring the stats once again on O&M Live. Here's Timmy Broomhead kicking from 50, arcs around, accuracy's good, so's the distance. Take a bow, Tim Broomhead. Simply superb as he kicks his 2nd, and North Albury regain the lead for Inspirations Paint. Boundary side for the Newmarket Hotel, Liam Scammell. Timmy Broomhead, what a superb finish.
Oh, boys, that's a serious finish. Bree's doing him absolute no favours there. If anything, slightly into his face. And he slotted it through from outside 50, basically goalpost tight. It's a serious finish.
We saw Jake Page just purely lock down on him last year. I think they either need to drop it or Page needs to do that now. Jake's found 14 disposals himself, but Tim's the one that's really putting North on his back here.
He is, absolutely is. Jake Page is still in the middle. Tim's forward. Ball now. Bowden gets a handball. Gaynor gets the kick on it. Who's going to be the first there? Coming out's Pope. It's been a great job by him today on Ryan. Gets a kick on it now towards centre wing, looking for Reynolds, who's back on the ground, which is great to see. Carey's there for the Tigers. Reynolds is worrying him out of it, but Carey just pokes it towards the boundary line and let him throw in 70 metres away from the North Albury goals.
Looks like Jake Page has dropped off Tim Broomhead and Nick Kelson's running with him at the moment. Or is it... No, 33 is Kelson.
Yeah, so a bit of a change there. Maybe go back to Jake.
Need to get Pagey more of his own footy, I'd say, Mott.
I'm agreeing. As Gaynor tackled straight away. But that man Broomhead is doing it all at the moment. Kicking goals, laying tackles, getting plenty of touches on the 40-wing stat sheet. We have a 5-point ball game here in the favour of North Albury on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. And here's Gus McLeod for McRae Motors.
Mick Blomley and the team at McRae Motors, great sponsors of us and the league, inside 50. Go the North Albury Hoppers. Reynolds, top of the goal square. Well done, Robertson. Trying to keep it alive, North Albury. Something from nothing. Dogger Dennis got it through. Opportunistic at his best. Doggers kicked his second. North Albury, they extend the margin here on O&M Live. 8-8 to 8-3. North Albury. I reckon that scoreboard's a little bit slow. That should be 9-8. There it is, 9-8-62. To 8-3-51. Inspirations Paint scoreboard. Liam Scammell, this third term's had everything.
Yeah, it has, boys. And it was probably hard to see from up there, but it was Timmy Broomhead with the clearance really inside from the source that generated that inside 50 as well, which is the little quick hands. So he's doing it all down here, Timmy.
9 disposals in this quarter, plus a goal. Tim Broomhead showing why he is a class above in this competition.
I think you're going to have to do something here with Timmy. Maybe try and get that lockdown going a bit better.
Jake's gone to him now in this centre bounce.
He's going to be a little bit smarter, I reckon. Just leave him there. He did a great job in the first half. It was a really good battle.
Around the grounds, thanks to Mr. Stoves, Pool World and other round 12 Ovens and Murray games. The Rovers lead Lavington by 20 points. Myrtleford lead Wangaratta 8-7-55 to 7-4-46. Yarrawonga 56 to 41 Cora, so there was a score update there. Awarded a goal, was actually behind, that's been rectified. And the Wodonga Bulldogs far too strong so far for the Raiders, 91 to 16. That game was over before it began.
I have been talking to a couple of Raiders people this morning and they were quite confident today, so...
Were they really?
Yeah.
Who were they, Scott?
I'm not naming names, but it's a player.
Well, here at the Albury Sports Ground, we've got everything. 9-8-62 to 8-3-51, and Dogger Dennis has kicked the ball into the river.
Stadium.
Kicked it into the river. We've just got the footy back.
That sort of guy, he would have done that on purpose.
I'm going to cast my binoculars over the 2AY marquee. There's a lot of blue cans being sipped on over there.
I reckon
a lot
Jeff
of the
Gray,
sponsors
he
as well.
had the green and gold scarf on when he came up here at half time, and he'll be very happy with the way the Hoppers are going at the moment.
Who's odds on to get best on in that tent, Gussie?
M. Fowler by the length of the Flemington Straight.
Absolutely. The ball's back in the middle anyways. The ball now, Kelson gets a handball to Page. Through the hands of Zebar. Geez, the pressure from North Albury's gone through the roof as that tackle from Winter's a strong one. Ball still in the middle of the ground. Just joining us, 11-point lead to the Hoppers here in the third quarter, brought to you by Wiesners. Mooney gets a good tap. Carey taken off it by Broomhead. Tackled straight away by Kelson. Ball back to Campbell now for the Hoppers. He's going to go inside 50. Looking for Taylor. Strong contest. Ball finds its way to Cullen. He could kick this from here. 55 out. Darcy Cullen sets sail for home. Sunjay goal today to Darcy Cullen for the Hoppers, and they're on the charge here. That's 3 in a row again for the Hoppers. And Darcy just floats down from half back and goes bang. Gives them a 17-point lead. 10-8-68. 8-3-51 the Tigers on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard, and we've gone 24 minutes thanks to NZ Albury.
Beautifully called, Scott Montgomery, thanks to McRae Motors. How's the bomb from downtown, Scam?
Yeah, proper launch, boys. We've mentioned momentum a few times. Albury kicking 4 goals either side of half time, and now North 3 on the trot. So Albury really need to get the centre clearance here and get it going their way.
68 to 51. The Albury Tigers must respond, and they must respond quickly. Ball up from the stoppage once again as we go to David Wink on the 40-wing stat sheet.
Jack Penny and Tim Broom had 9 disposals apiece here for the North Albury Hoppers. Jake Gaynor's 5. He's just come back on the ground. He's been on the bench. He needs to get busy for the Tigers.
Bowden inside 50, trying to find Walker. He brought it front and centre. North Albury under the pump with the Albury Smalls being relentless. Cullen could have a shot once again. He's in his defensive 50. He opts to kick long down the line. Reynolds has been North Albury's best for mine. Now it's Campbell on the non-preferred. High up and under long down the wing. Garthwaite got the ball into the hands of Jake Gaynor. Now Carey for the Albury Tigers up towards half forward. Trying to keep it alive is Walker. Got a bad bounce. Opportunistic was Blomley. Keeping it alive. Now Walker. Hot on his heels was Cullen. And Blomley assisted out of bounds for a boundary throw-in right in front of the netball courts here at the Albury Sports Ground. North Albury with a stunning 10 minutes of footy. They lead 10-8-68 to Albury 8-3-51. Inspirations Paint scoreboard. 25 minutes gone in the third term thanks to NZ.
Tossed in just inside 50 for the Tigers. Bowden's tap finds its way to Penny. Brown tackled straight away for the Hoppers. Still inside 50 here. Kelson gets a handball for the Tigers forward. Weaving now for the Hoppers. Kicks towards the boundary. He'll be happy with that. And it's 60 metres away and goes out of bounds. We go boundary side with Liam Scammell thanks to the Newmarket.
Yeah, doing a good job here, Albury, just to lock it in forward half. As we've said, momentum's so important, so they really need to peg this one back and stay in touch as we head towards three-quarter time.
Ball tossed in front of the Canberra. The Terry Cross standers. Bowden just takes it out of the ruck, gets it on the boot and goes inside 50 again. Hayes can't take it. Blomley along the ground with a worm burner. What can he do? Well done again. James Pope been fantastic today for the Hoppers. Knocks it through for a minor score. Takes the Tigers to 8-4-52. It's a 16-point lead. 10-8-68 for the Hoppers on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. And we've gone 26 and a half minutes thanks to NZ Albury.
Julian Hayes from fullback at the Botanic Garden end. Umpire's going to call into play on now. So he does. On the right boot, opts to kick out to the clubroom side. Mooney made a good contest from the back of the stoppage. Now on to Weaven. Gave a block to no one coming. Coming late was Hillary. His kick-in board wasn't the best. Slapped forward by Moncrief. He's been quiet today, but he can make a big impact. Out the back, Fester, my man. On toward Campbell. Campbell inside 50 for North Albury. Not the kick they desired. Max Byrne intercepts, brings it out to the scoreboard side. Cole behind a Hennessy across half back. Lowers the eyes and he finds Jake Ryan.
There's Ryan now. Just assessing his options. What has he got? Not a lot. He's just going to have to get long down the line. It's not a great one. Scam's a chance here. Scam, did you get it? No, not quite. Through the hands. Through the hands. Looked like Gussie in the slips, that one there. Scam.
Too contested for me, boys. I need it on the outside.
As Darcy Callan's going to get the free kick right in front of Liam Scammell down there for the Newmarket. Being called to hurry up.
Have a shot.
Now it just runs around on that big left boot. Done some damage in this quarter already with that one. Gets the half forward. Byrne can't take it. Reynolds at ground level. Jack Reynolds, what can you do? Can't screw it around enough. Through for another minor score. It takes them to 10-9-69. 8-4-52. The Tigers on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. And we've gone nearly 28 minutes thanks to NZ Albury in this third quarter, brought to you by Wiesner's.
At fullback, it's Max Byrne for the Albury Tigers, who chips in the pocket to Billy Robertson. They're going to go down the Wodonga Place side, the clubroom side, the Albury Tigers. Long down the wing, contest. Hayes in a one-on-one with Blomley. Hayes won it, brought it front and centre now. Blomley for the Tigers, intercepts. But happy to see it out of bounds for a restart. David Wink on the 40-wing stat sheet.
Julian Hayes, 6 disposals in this quarter, only had 9 in the first half. Has got busy in the back for the back half of the North Albury Hoppers.
Boundary throw in, true centre wing. 28 minutes gone for NZ. North Albury with a strong lead, 69-52. They're going to try and go inside 50 once again. Ball's in dispute. Bowden for the Tigers, been superb today around the ground. He intercepted and caused a stoppage once again. 10-9-69 North Albury. The Albury Tigers 8-4-52. Almost half an hour played here. We're edging close to 29 minutes gone thanks to NZ. Gaynor emerges from the contest for the Tigers, wants to kick inboard. Nice fist come from Cullen. Heiner Hennessy feeds it back onto Kelson, and the Tigers kick long down the line, but no one's home, Monty.
No one's there at all except for that man Gardner. Flynn, what's he going to do? He's got a couple of options, goes long, looking for Clancy, bounces out in front of him. Quade's there, gets there first as Ty. Handball over the head looking for Hillary, but Moncrief chops it off for the Hoppers. He comes inboard looking for Wiedemann. He's going to get a free kick or a mark, whichever one.
Mark.
umpire now. I mean, Wiedemann now.
Give
I
it
was,
to the
I was
umpire,
looking at the umpires. I was trying to see what he called. Goes wide. Finds his way to Peppers. Campbell. Campbell. He's going to go short. Looking for Gussie's man, Fester. Duncan has it. 70 away from home. Goes short. Finds Moncrief. Got a nice little shepherd from the umpire there on Ryan. And Moncrief's going to roll around and go inside 50. Looking for Wiedemann. Great grab, Jackson. He's taking a really nice grab inside 50. He'll go back and have a shot from 45 as we go boundary side to Liam Scammell, thanks to the Newmarket.
Just patient use by the Hoppers there. Beautiful delivery by Moncrief, but then find the target.
The Albury coaching staff would be furious there. They had so much time to set up behind the footy. It was almost scripted as to what North Albury were going to do. Wait for the right option to present, and the Albury coaching staff be pulling their hair out with an easy mark for Jackson Wiedemann.
Yeah, defensive effort wasn't quite there, was it? There was 3 people around Wiedemann when he flew for that footy.
Caden Winters letting all 3 of them know about it too.
Yeah,
Mom.
I don't blame him. I would too, because that was pretty soft, I thought.
This for a 23-point lead at three-quarter time.
His run-up's not quite as long as the last one, Gussie, for Jackson. He'll set sail from 45. Time break for the Hoppers. Kicks it. No good at all. Minus score. No good off the boot whatsoever. 10-10, 70 to 8-4, 52. And it's going to be a massive last quarter here on O&M Live. It is an 18-point lead at three-quarter time to the Hoppers. They have simply outplayed the Tigers in that quarter. What will the Tigers respond with? We'll take a quick break and we'll wrap this quarter up when we get back on O&M Live, because on O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
JJ's Waste and Recycling.
I haven't closed my eyes in days. Your love is keeping.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Shawty get inspired, how about that? How about that? This time.
Welcome to Sundancer Homes. We make building your dream home exciting and stress-free. Backed by over 30 years of experience, one of many reasons why we provide a lifetime structural guarantee. Visit our information centre at Dean Street, Albury.
I reckon I'll go mid. Carlton Drive 3.5. Embrace the mid.
My family is my first priority. We go on adventures. We treat each other well. We look after one another. And Tobin Brothers Funerals will treat you like family too. They take pride in creative funeral solutions and will fulfill you and your family's wishes, so if it's legal, it's possible. Tobin Brothers Funerals, family owned since 1934. And now, caring for your family here in Wodonga and Corowa. Tobin Brothers Funerals, celebrating lives.
There's a home. There's
With Optus Home Internet, you get more yes. Whoa. Which means less family screen time and more harmony with powerful Wi-Fi. Woo. Get the Ultra Wi-Fi modem at no extra cost.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
Out of the box and primed for the show. On your marks, get set. Being first out the gate. Get the fit you need. The athlete's foot. Fit for every run.
Three-quarter time of the Albury Sports Ground and North Albury lead. 10-10-70 to 8-4-52. Thanks to C&L Shower Screens. David Winks on the quarter's best here on O&M Live.
I thought Jackson Kelly was terrific in that quarter for the Albury Tigers. Got a lot of the ball in the front half. Unfortunately, when they got it forward, they just didn't put the score on to sort of impact this lead North Albury have. And for the North Albury Hoppers, I thought Tim Broomhead was brilliant. 9 disposals and a goal in that quarter, really leading from the front in a game where they're missing a few of their A-graders. Tim's really stepped up in that third term and broken through with the tag that he's had all day.
Boundary side for the Newmarket Hotel. Liam Scammell, what did the coaches say at the final address?
Yeah, thanks, Gussie. Message from Maxi Lynch, obviously, is to take the game on. He doesn't want that long kick down the line. He wants the boys to take the game on by foot. From Timmy Broomhead, really pleased with the effort that quarter and wanted to focus on this first 5 minutes, head over the ball, hard, tough footy, and to put them away.
Righto, boys. Who wins from here? Who are you backing in, Scam?
North will get it done.
Gents?
See how quiet he went then when he said that? He saw Dad over the shoulder just looking at him too.
Maybe the fitness of the Albury Tigers might let them down.
Might come into question.
Or will it come into play and get over?
Oh, jeez, you're one of the best at going both ways sometimes, Scam.
We love it.
So diplomatic.
We love it. Who wins, Winkle?
Oh, I think the Hoppers.
Nice.
Kick away.
Yeah, like that from you, David.
Yeah, I'm going to change it. We're going to go North by 35.
North, you reckon they're going to kick away?
Yep.
I reckon a lever the Albury Tigers will pull at some stage is Ryan Garthwaite forward. I reckon if they can't get it to work into their hands, they're going to play a really tall forward line and bomb it in deep.
I reckon the reason why they haven't been able to do it today is because Kelly's had to go in the ruck at times, and he's the other tall defender. So when he goes in the ruck, it just means they've got no talls down there at all.
Yep.
As he's in the starting in there.
For 7 disposals on the 40-wing stat sheet.
And Liam Scammell's got a 40-wing disposal.
I do, boys. The ball's back from the river, and I've got myself a touch.
Did you dry it off?
Mate, it's dry out. It's ready to go.
He said he wanted a soft one. Just got a soft one before the siren even went.
Yeah, look at you, just the one palmer.
I'm due for a new footy, Scam. Throw it up this way.
Here we go.
You would have pinched plenty when you were working for North East Border.
The Albury Tigers, they're playing for their season. They currently sit 6-5. Can they get themselves to 6-6 and inside the top 5? Time will tell. Final quarter of action thanks to Mac Jack Sheds. With Scott Montgomery, North Albury and the Albury Tigers.
As Big Ben and Mooney do battle in the middle. No one really won that one. Zebath goes out of the ground level. Tackled straight away. Great handball by Winter. Tackled straight away was Gardner, and Winter got another great handball now to Moncrief. Goes to centre half forward. Coming out was Garthwaite. Dove on it. Gets it out now, and Byrne has it. Oh, well done there by Campbell. Gets a hand on the intercept. Tackles Page straight away as well. What's Elmo going to say? He's going to say, give it to me, boys. I'll toss this one up right on the paint of the 50. On the netball side of the ground. North Albury end. They're kicking to the Botanic Garden end to finish this game off. Kelly and Mooney, no one really wanted the tap. Ball just at ground level. Fester finds its way now to Gardner. Goes inside 50. It was Campbell. Sorry, Leighton Taylor. Drops what he should have taken. Now gets a handball. JP Penny! Game 100 for Captain Grumpy. And he's got a goal to go with it. And look at the North Albury boys get around him. Much loved character, especially by our man David Wink as well. He extends that lead. 11-10-76. 8-4-52. on the border carpets Wodonga scoreboard, and we've only gone a minute thanks to NZ in this last quarter.
27 disposals and a goal from my man JP, and I reckon Gussie even cracked a smile
No, he didn't.
After he kicked that. He's had a terrific game, JP, and he just shows how much he means to these North Albury boys in this North Albury footy club.
76 plays 52. Albury are going to have to kick 5 to win it. We've got a free kick for a ruck infringement. Going to go North Albury's way. Liam Scammell, Newmarket Hotel.
Yeah, going North Albury's way here, boys. Sorry, missed what that free was for, but
The ruck raffle, I
ruck
reckon.
raffle, indeed.
Inside 50 go North Albury once again. Taylor got pushed, umpire let it go. Page is lurking. Campbell for North Albury. Space opens up for Fester. Needs a good bounce, didn't get it. Snapping on goal, Dogger Dennis. No. Minor score.
Mont was about to bring the house
Well,
down then.
Dogger actually fist pumped it as it hit
I-
his boot,
I
so
did see that.
I thought, oh, it's through. Dogger, what are you doing to us?
So a chip in ball from Robertson. He's going to get the 1-2 straight into traffic. That sums up Albury's second half. Now they're going to attack the corridor. Turnover. Timmy Broomhead intercepts. The North Albury Hoppers 11-11-77. Inside forward 50 to North Albury. 8-4-52 to the Albury Tigers, I should say. Boundary throw in 50 metres out from goal.
As we go to the 40-wing stat sheets, what are they saying early in this quarter, please, David?
4 inside 50s to North Albury already. Started this last term on fire.
Only gone 3 minutes thanks to NZ Albury. Ball tossed in. Kelly, nice little palm looking for Gaynor. What can he do? Gaynor tackled straight away by Duncan. He's done a great job today as Duncan. Hillary comes through for the Tigers and gets it to Zeebarth. Zeebarth heads to centre forward. Ryan had a bit of space, but Pope got there late to get the spoil. Gardner gets a handball now to Pope for the Hoppers. Goes to centre wing Reynolds. Nearly been best on today. Jackie Boy gets a handball now to Penny. Penny's kick finds Taylor at half forward. Now he's just going to wait for some numbers to get inside 50. What's Taylor got? He's having a look. He's got an option deep. It's not a great kick, but from Leighton, a little bit lazy on it. Bounces its way to Broomhead, but it goes out of bounds in front of the electric scoreboard, which says 11-11-77 to 8-4-52. The Hoppers are leading on the border carpet scoreboard, and we've gone nearly 4 minutes thanks to NZ Albury.
A big shout out to Dean Nicholson, who's watching on the couch this afternoon from the Newmarket
He'll be
Hotel.
excited.
He'll be very excited. Good luck to his son, Sonny. He was probably having a nap, and Dino be yelling at the TV. Boundary throw in
Free
front
kick.
of the grandstand here. A free kick.
Yeah, holding the man. Broomy just sort of grabbed him, and it's going to be a free kick to Burn.
Broomy.
We're
rolling with, dangerous kick from Byrne. Across goal. Danger signs here. Winter over the top. Trying to get it to Dogger Dennis. Kicks the goal. Dennis has got 3. North Albury's lead is out to 25 plus.
The
83 to 52. The margin's extended even further. I tell you what, this is going to be an almighty mountain for the Tigers to climb if they're going to come back.
The kick across goal there was just an ordinary kick, and Caden Winter put the Jets on, won the hard ball, and then Dogger Dennis finishes it off very nicely. The Hoppers in the front seat here.
What do we got Wizard down for today on the 40 wings?
That'll be 19 I've got the Wiz down for.
Put him on the bench too. Every time I put him to the bench, he has a game where he just dominates them. So it's me. It's not you blokes on your stupid pod during the week. It's me getting Caden up. The ball's back in the middle. Jackson Kelly's been thrown in there for a bit of speed for the Tigers, and now he gets a boot on it. Quaid can't take the mark. Ground level, Zeebarth dispossessed. Going again was high on a Hennessy, but it's chopped off by Peppers Campbell to Brown, to Broomhead. Gets it over top, looking for Campbell again. Handball sideways. Brown just goes with the out air. It's going to work out all right because McIntosh has it, and Brown's got his 3rd touch in that play. Goes inside 50. Penny gets up high, can't take it. Now Kelly finds its way, and it's found its way to Bender. Bender takes 1 bounce, and now he takes a 2nd. Kicks it down the line on the closest wing, looking for Walker, who's going to get a free kick. He's paid the mark, actually, and he's about 70 away from home as Harry just rubs the head. Matty Walker looking inboard. Who's he got? Goes long. Down there's Ryan. Can he get to it? Gets his hands to it. Through Heiner. Hennessy comes. Tackled straight away, and we'll get a ball up inside 50 for the Tigers.
Keep tabs, Liam Scammell. Ryan Garthwaite calling for some actions to be taken by the bench. Here's Jackson Kelly. They need this, the Albury Tigers. It's across the face of goal. Ty Quaid's there, but assisted through by Pup Brown. Mr. Reliable back at the North Albury Hoppers after a successful stint in the TDFL.
Garthwaite's just told the bench he's going forward.
There we go. Someone called for that. Now North Albury go long down the line. Ball's in the hands of Reynolds. Are we taking his numbers?
Jack Reynolds, no.
Why
Well,
not?
he's had an absolute bucket load of them thanks to 40 winks. Peppers Campbell across half back.
Averaging 14 for the year, Jack.
I reckon he's gone past that today.
He's best on ground for mine. 83 to 53. It's a 30-point buffer to the North Albury Hoppers. They're decimated and depleted, but they're showing up their fiercest rivals this afternoon on enemy soil. Walker got a big chase to put on here. Well matched there by McIntosh. Feeds it back to Weaven. Now over the top to Mooney. McIntosh got to get rid of it. Harry Cameron got him. Got to get up and get the ball moving quickly here, the Albury Tigers. Harry Cameron can sense the urgency. Umpire's going to call him to come back onto his line. Ryan Garthwaite's going to look to go forward, I reckon, here. Chipping ball over the top to Eddie Zeebath. Edge of the centre square for the Albury Tigers. Congested forward line awaits. He's about 90 metres from the goals here. Basically in line with the centre circle. Kicks it in towards the hot spot for the Albury Tigers. Dropping a dolly there was Crelly. In fact, it was Gardner. Brought it front and centre. Working hard here. Jack Penny onto Hayes. Over the top, North Albury. They're going to survive a bit of danger here. Happy to see it out of bounds. It was Cooper McIntosh as we go to Liam Scammell for the Newmarket Hotel boundary side.
A lot of numbers around the ball again here, boys. As you'd expect, North Albury just really trying to clog it up and make it hard for Albury to score.
Ball going to be tossed in here. Don't see too many umpires go the long sleeves, but we've got one today.
I rate it.
I do too. Tossed in, Bowden gets another tap. Finds its way to Gaynor. Handball now to Zeebath on the wrong side for the left footer. It's a nice kick, but finds Walker, who takes the chest mark. Weaven just went about 5 metres over the mark, and I said, no, mate, I'm not that silly. Come back here, please. And Walker will have a shot from about 45 out. 45-degree angle.
What do you reckon, Scam, for the Newmarket Hotel? You're backing him in?
Oh, he's going to have to kick it, boys, to keep him in touch, isn't he?
Absolutely, he's Scam. As he's not wasting much time either, Matty. Doesn't normally. He's on the fly now. Kicks from 45. It looks straight. It looks good. He loved it. He gave a little point. He gave a little fist pump. He kicks his second for today. And it's one the Tigers desperately needed. Brings it back to a 24-point ball game. 12-11-83, the Hoppers. 9-5-59, the Tigers on the Border Carpets Wodonga scoreboard. And we've gone nearly 9 minutes thanks to NZ Albury.
Jackson Wiedemann looks like he's going to stay with Ryan Garthwaite and follow him all the way down to the Hoppers' defence and play an extra one behind the ball. I can't see who's been sent forward, but Wiedemann's sticking with him the whole way.
My apologies, Monty.
That's all right, mate. That's all right. I wasn't going to throw you under the bus. You threw yourself under the bus there.
Around the grounds, thanks to Mr. Stokes Pool World. 15-point lead to the Rovers over the Lavington Panthers as Bowden sends Albury into attack once again. They need a mark. They need some courage. Weave it on the last line of defence. Palms in towards space and Gardner. That's as deliberate as you like. But he knows the umpires are going to look after him.
Now that is deliberate. That's not even insufficient intent. That is as deliberate. Walker actually stopped trying to chase him and he was 15 metres away.
Boundary throw-in in front of the old scoreboard here. 24-point lead to North Albury over the Albury Tigers. Weaven opts to bomb it long down the line for the North Albury Hoppers. Sitting in the hole nicely. Jay Hillary intercepting for the Albury Tigers. Wants to chip over the top. They can raffle it. In the end, it's in the hands of Jackson Kelly. And I reckon this is just on his distance here. He's going to have to kick at 55.
I reckon he wants to run around and try and get a couple extra metres here.
Give me an answer, Scam. Yay or nay?
I'm going to back him in.
Jackson Kelly.
Haven't seen him yet.
Gains some yardage. Kick was smothered off the boot. Well done, Winter. Falls back into the hands of Kelly. Went the check side. Minus score. Take a bow, Caden Winter. Great smother. Margin sits at 23 points.
He had Will Untag running around on his booming left foot too, boys. I reckon Jacko should have given that one.
On the Border Carpets Wodonga scoreboard, it's a 23-point lead to the Hoppers, 12-11-83 to 9-6-60. As a kick in now, Timmy Broomhead finds his way to Duncan. For those listening at home, that's Fester, of course. Gus's man. He's going to go long, looking for an option. It's Dogger Dennis who's just come off the bench. Takes the mark in front of our man Scam down there. His kick's not a good one. It's going to find out of bounds on the full. As we go around the grounds for Mr. Stowe's Pool World, Gussie.
Yeah, game on at the McNamara Reserve, boys. Myrtleford lead 9-11-65 to 9-5-59, so a 1-goal buffer.
Poor kicking there, 9-11.
It's not bad at McNamara.
Yeah, you keep bagging that place.
It's
As
a
Kelly
shithole.
now has it in the middle of the ground. He plays on, goes looking for Garthwaite, who's gone forward. Well read there from Marty Norman. His kick's not great, the debutant, but the mark was good. It's got to find its way to McIntosh. McIntosh takes on Page. That's holding the footy every day of the week. Umpire says no, out of bounds was first, so we'll throw it in front of the 2AY sponsors on the far side of the ground.
I marked that one down as a free kick. That was on the
Rub
ball.
it out because that was definitely holding the ball.
They got enough time here, the Albury Tigers. Liam Scammell for the Newey.
They do, mate, but they're going to need to get a clearance here and get it going their way.
Gainer got fended off by Cullen for North Albury. Trying to get involved here was Quaid. He was assisted across the boundary line by Tim Broomhead as we get David Wink to give us some 40-wing stats.
No one for the Albury Tigers. Jake Page or Ryan Gartho or Colby Hennessy have touched the ball in this quarter, boys.
12 minutes gone for NZ. Albury inside forward 50. Walker! Did he get a good enough piece?
Yep.
Umpire said yes. Matt Walker took a really strong contested mark against Harry Weaven. And Liam Scammell for the Newmarket Hotel. The Tigers need this one desperately.
Yeah, they do, mate. And it's the way they're going to have to get it. It's going to be contested around the footy and contested inside 50 as well, with North Albury getting numbers back.
Matt Walker looking for goal number 4. 35 metres out, slide angle to the Botanic Garden end. He designed the jersey he's playing in today. Can he help inspire Albury back into the contest? You bet he can. Walker's got his 4th. And on the border carpet scoreboard, the margin's back to 17 points.
He's looked like the most dangerous forward out there today. He's when he's let out and jumped at the footy, it's normally stuck. He's had a terrific game, and I reckon maybe Albury Tigers are going to win. He's going to have to kick a couple more late in this game, boys.
He's the man that's going to do it for him, I reckon. They need to get a bit of separation. I reckon that's why Garthwaite's gone down there, to give him a bit more room. They can't drop that third defender off. So it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this quarter plays out. Of course, 13 minutes gone thanks to NZ Albury here in the last quarter, thanks to Mac Jack Sheds, as Bowden gets another tap for the day. Handball from Kelly, bounces towards Bender. Gets tackled straight away. Winters there, gets a handball, and he gets caught with it. Gets back to Bender through Kelly. Bender inside 50 for the Tigers. Walker, he's going to pay by a free kick here. Going to go the way of Weaven. He's held on and dragged him down, and Harry did very well there. He's got the free kick just inside 50. Albury into the ground. He's going to go long, high, down the ground towards centre wing. Dogger gets a fist on it, and it works out all right to Moncrief. Moncrief gets it to coach Broomhead. Broomhead now to Winter. Winter back to Moncrief. He's got some time now because he's got Cullen with a nice handball backwards. Gets on that left boot, and it goes out of bounds from a fist from Byrne. We go to Gussie McLeod, thanks to the Cray Motors.
Around the grounds of Mr. Stowe's Pool World, big upset brewing in the TDFL. Tulane lead 10-7-67 to Barney 6-5-41 at three-quarter time.
And they knocked off Kiwa last week, the Tigers.
Game on. Here it is at the Albury Sports Ground, 83-66. North Albury in front after 15 minutes. Here's a go for Blomley. Wearing number 12, down the line he finds a teammate in Walker, a long way from home, lowers the eyes trying to find Ryan, too much on it for him. North Albury have numbers in defence, Cullen took him on, Cullen's going to be pinned.
How is that not holding the ball?
Surviving a big scare there, Darcy Cullen, the Albury Tigers are ropeable.
I don't blame him.
83-66 for Mac Jack Sheds. Clever tap from Heiner Hennessy. Here's a go for Quaid, breaks away from one. Had his pocket picked, and Moncrief, he's going to exit defensive 50, but it's going to sit nicely. Max Byrne for the Tigers from downtown. Max Byrne misses to the right. Edge of your seat stuff here at the Albury Sports Ground. It's a thrilling final term on the border carpet scoreboard. North Albury are holding on to a lead. 16 points they are in front of the Albury Tigers after 15.5 for NZ.
The Garthwaite move forward has opened up that forward line because they can't drop off like Monty said before, causing the defenders of North Albury to come second guess themselves.
Broomhead's kick from fullback. Byrne can't quite take it for the Tigers, and it's just going to go out of bounds. Again, in front of our great sponsors there from 2AY, listening in the marquee. And a boundary throw in right on the intersection of the 50 and the boundary line at the Norrill end of the ground. The Tigers kicking that way. 16-point lead to the Hoppers. Ball now in dispute. Mooney's picked it up, tackled straight away by Bowden. It's been a good battle there in the ruck between those two. One's been really good in the air, one at ground level. As it goes up again, Bowden gets another tap. Coming through is Jakey Gaynor. He'll try all day to get his team there. So we go boundary side to Liam Scammell for the Newmarket.
Boys, Cade Brown, the only North Albury player inside their forward half.
And it's a bit of a mismatch too on Ben Kelly.
Size and age, that's the difference there. He's coming through. Gaynor looks like he caught one. He's still down. Cullen now has it for the Hoppers. His clearing kick's going to be a dangerous one. Garthwaite and Quaid fly for the Tigers. Bender's there. Just needs to get it on his boot. His kick is not a good one. Chopped off by Hayes, and he'll take a little bit of time out of this game here, I feel, as the Hoppers have it in the back pocket, and they have a 16-point lead on the board at Carpets Wodonga scoreboard.
Jake Gaynor slow to get up, but looks to be okay. Hayes for North Albury, long down the wing, broadcast side. Well done, Carey. Just got a fingertip in it. Right in front of Liam Scammell for the Newmarket Hotel. What's the energy like at ground level?
Mate, very animated, both benches, everyone up on their feet. They know that it's game on the line.
David Wink, 40 winks.
There's 16 people on North Albury's bench, so that doesn't surprise me.
I reckon we've got a
blood rule.
Blood rule. Who's coming? Jake
Jake
Gaynor?
Gaynor. Yeah. The trainer's trying to get him, and he just won't come.
He's
Fester's still trying to tag him off the bench.
He's got blood. He's got blood.
Yeah, Watto isn't overly happy with that. They got to get Jake Gaynor back on the ground ASAP. He's coming off with a bit of claret. Nick Kelson coming back on. 18 minutes gone here for NZ. North Albury 83, Albury 67. All the momentum favouring the yellow and black. Here's Carey. Throws it on the boot. The youngster in his second game for the Tigers. High up and under. Walker, no free kick. Penny taps it in towards a bit of space. Coming through nicely was Gardner. Now Broomhead wants to find that option. Kick down the line. Didn't get much territory. Carey nutmegged him. Now at ground level, Duncan. Head over the footy. Well done, Fester. Dump tackle. Oh! Nick Kelson's been penalised for a dump tackle on my man Fester.
Nah, there wasn't much in that.
He did the right thing there. He did the right thing. He held him up and got underneath him when he took him to ground.
Bit of argy-bargy off the play here. Caden Winter, he's had his face covered. He's fighting with a mask on. He can't see who he's fighting.
Looks like Rey Mysterio.
Long down the line. Reynolds with the round arm, brought it front and square. Here's Campbell. North Albury's first inside 50 in 5 minutes. High up and under. Bounces at the feet of Reynolds. He's dangerous. Held without the footy. Umpire paid it. Free kick to North Albury, Liam Scammell, Newmarket Hotel. It's in the hands of Jack Reynolds.
Yeah, in the hands of Jack Reynolds, and he'll take his time here. What are we, nearly 19 minutes in? He'll take his 30 seconds and probably go back and have a shot. Kick from about 50 out, boys.
Jake Gaynor ready to come back on, taped up like a mummy.
You've almost just got to get the nearest player off here, don't you, for him?
Unfortunately, the nearest
Probably not
player is
Matt
Matt
Walker.
Get someone off.
Anyone.
Here's Jack Reynolds. This to cap off a masterful day. Right foot kick, Botanic Garden end. Looks to be pretty good. Ben Kelly on the last line of defence. Chops out for the Tigers. They got to roll it ice and they got to roll it quickly. They trail 67 to 83 for Border Carpets.
As now Kelly goes short, finds Heiner Hennessy. What's his 40 winks today, please, David?
Number 10 for Colby.
Jeez, if he gets 5 more and they lose, David, your stats out the window.
Yep.
Goes short, finds Cameron, who's going to get the 1-2 of Colby, is he? Oh, he thought about it. His kick now is not a great one. He should have given the 1-2. Robinson, Reynolds. What can Jack Reynolds do? Jack Reynolds! Sunjan Golden kicks his third. And I reckon that's a nail in the coffin, boys. How good is that from Jack Reynolds? Read the ball, intercepted it, and went back and put it through. He's been fantastic, has Jack Reynolds. And that's a 2 points, 13-11-89, 10-7-67 on the board of Carpets Wodonga scoreboard. And we've gone 20 minutes thanks to NZ Albury.
Love the celebration too. Went straight to the hill where all the North Albury faithful are and said, how good am I?
Liam Scammell, boundary side, the Newmarket Hotel. What a goal.
Yeah, what a
Jack
goal,
Reynolds.
boys. Costly turnover, obviously. Don't mind it from Albury. Had to take it on, but yeah, it obviously didn't work out.
22-point lead here to the North Albury Footy Club as Gaynor gets the ball into Kelly. He's going to kick from 50 for the instant response. I reckon it was touched off the boot. Nope, out of bounds on the full. Poor kick. David Wink, 40 winks.
Sorry on the spot, Gussie. When was the last time North Albury beat the Albury Tigers twice in a year? Be 10, 12,
You're the
15
stats
years.
man. That's meant to be your department.
Be a long, long time. I would have thought.
I think when they beat them last year in the wet, it had been 10 years since they'd beaten them.
Correct.
Hadn't it?
And it was 19 years since they went on Anzac Day. Jackson Kelly for the Albury Tigers retreats via hand. A 1-2 was Z-Bath. Kick was smothered off the boot. Well done, Hayes. Getting involved is Taylor. Ben Kelly, the biggest man, has to bend down the longest way. Leighton Taylor evades a bit of pressure. Handballs to Mooney. North Albury have lifted. Now the Albury Tigers turn the ball over. Poor kick from Quaid. Penny in game number 100 as milks the clock. Sends it backwards to Tim Broomhead. 21 minutes gone. North Albury going to suck the clock down. 89-67 thanks to Mac Jack Sheds. And North Albury got it at full back.
They do, and it's Wiedemann who has it. He's just going to go long on that left boot, looking for Mooney or Cullen. Cullen drops in from the front, takes a really nice juggling grab. Now you see all the loose numbers behind the footy. They'll just chip this one around if they can. Cullen, what's he going to do? He's going to go long. That big booming left foot of his. Looking for an option. Taylor comes in from the side. Kelly's there as well. Gaynor, the mummified Jake Gaynor. What can he do? Dodges and weaves. Gets it to Jackson Kelly. That should be a 50-metre penalty. Yep. And he's going to pay it too, boys. Well done, Tommy. You got it right. As Jake Gaynor's going to get 50 because he got tackled off the ball after he was given a handball.
He's got to run and have a shot here.
So he's going to be taken to the 50-metre arc. He's got a free kick. Matty Walker off the ball against Harry Weaven.
How's it a 50-metre penalty to Jake Gaynor?
So because he's stopped him from being able to run on, it's a 50-metre penalty.
Another 50 here.
So that must be abuse, I reckon, against Harry.
And Jackie Gaynor's run down and snatched it out of Matty Walker's hands.
So instead of paying down the field, he's just paid a 50-metre penalty, I'm guessing. So,
Gaynor's just got to kick the ball through. He's got to hurry up.
He kicks it.
And over the fence. That was pretty dumb.
No, the clock stops, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, that's okay.
Yep.
Take that back, Jake.
It's all good. It's all good.
So because he's handballed it and got
grabbed as he was going to get an extra one, it's a 50-metre penalty from that spot. Yep. As we go downstairs to Liam Scammell for the Newmarket.
That's very well called, Monty. I was not aware of that one, mate. But there was plenty happening there. Keeps the Tigers slightly in touch, but you'd think it'd have to be a little bit too late.
16-point margin. How long's the term going to go for? 28 minutes it was in the third term, so maybe there's 4 or 5 minutes left.
Yeah, I reckon 5 minutes. So there's enough time, but yeah, geez, it'd have to take something special here.
They need the next.
Scam just kicked that ball out.
Yeah, I got a touch there, boys.
They took your footy.
Tell you what, Scam. Here we go. I've had some stats coming through. I'm the best 40 wink stats man. First time North Albury, if they win, have done the double since 2007.
Yeah, thank you, Panda.
You're meant to be the stats guru, David.
Well, Panda's the North Albury guru, and that's why.
Broomhead from the centre of the ground gets North Albury inside 50 with a shallow entry. Unthanked, been really good for the Tigers today. Handballs out wide to Page, back to Robertson, turned over. Campbell feeds the ball in a bit of space. Reynolds over the top. Here's a go for Winter to seal the game. Misses to the right-hand side. 17-point lead to North Albury. 24 minutes gone thanks to NZ. Kelly at full back, plays on and gets the ball to Byrne.
Byrne. Got the bright boots and the bright hair today, does Maxi. He runs on, gives it to big Ben Kelly. Kelly gets a handball. Now he's got Bender. Bender on the wing, goes short, finds Ryan on true centre wing broadcast side. He wants to get it moving. He's got Quaid. It's a beautiful kick. Opens the game up, gives it to Kelly. Kelly on the move now, goes inside 50, looking for Walker. A really good grab there for Matty Walker, and he'll go back, have a shot from about 45 out, straight in front as we go boundary side with Scam, thanks to the Newmarket.
Aggressive use by Ryan there, boys. Obviously bringing it back in board, but that's exactly what they need and exactly what Maxi Lynch called for at three-quarter time. And Matt Walker with another shot on goal. He's looked incredibly dangerous in this last term.
Already kicked 2 in this last term, as you touch on Scam, going for number 3 and number 5 for the day. Matty Walker, the Tigers need this one.
For 11-point margin.
Kicks from 45. He's got the distance, no worries. He's got the accuracy as well. That's a handful for Matty Walker. Kick 3 in the quarter, 5 for the game. And he's keeping the Tigers in this one. 11-point lead it is. 13-12, 90 to 12-7, 79 on the border. Carpets Wodonga scoreboard. And we're going 26 minutes nearly for NZ Albury.
Just go back to that kick for Jake Ryan. Took it on. Had Will Bromley over the top for the easy one, but took it on. Cut that 45 off, and then Tigers finish it off with a goal. They're still in this.
Here we go. What a final term, thanks to Mac Jack Sheds. 11-point lead. The Tigers need a kick, 2 unanswered. 26 gone for NZ. In the rucks, Bowden got it down to Gaynor. They're going to win the clearance. The Tigers inside 50. Walker! Matt Walker has had it on a silver platter. What a kick inside 50 from Jake Gaynor. Mr. Reliable Liam Scammell for the Newmarket Hotel.
Yeah, we even just can't go with him here, mate. Walker just far too athletic, too quick. He looks so dangerous in the lead.
The move of getting Garthwaite forward has caused this because, as we've spoken about a few times, it's opened up that forward 50 because they've had to defend one-on-one.
To bring it down to a one-kick ball game. Matt Walker with Albury's season on the line. Right foot kick is through the middle. Game on at Tigerlands. Walker's got 6 and the margin's back to 5 points on the Border Carpet scoreboard. This is an epic here on O&M Live.
The North Albury bench has gone very, very quiet. Jakey Gaynor is the man that they've got to stop. He's had 7 disposals in this quarter. He's had 13 for the second half. He only had the 10 in the first half. He's been terrific. Liam Scammell for the Newmarket Hotel. What's it doing down there, Scam?
Yeah, we've spoken about clearance battle all day, and this is where it is. Game on the line. Albury needing the clearance to come home and win this game.
Taylor's gone down as a loose man, and Ben Kelly's followed him. The ball's back in the middle. Bowden gets the tap. Who's going to be the one? Broomhead stands up for his team. Gets around the body. Turned over. Hillary has it. Just need to get it moving. 27.5 minutes gone thanks to NZ. Hillary goes inside 50. Garthwaite can't quite take it. Weathen just taps it towards the boundary line. And we'll just get a throw in. 55 away. Everyone needs to have a man here for the Hoppers. This is the sort of finish we want, and this is what we love on O&M Live. Gussie McLeod.
Thanks to McRae Motors. Hold your breath. 27.5 gone.
Any chance someone going to Jake Gaynor?
5-point lead to North Albury. Bowden won the tap in the hands of Jackson Kelly. Matt Bender for the Tigers. Top of the goal square. Garthwaite!
Oh, he's been drawn. He's got a kick.
Free kick, Martin Garthwaite. You cannot write this script. The Albury Tigers have kicked 3 in a row, and the coach has Albury's season and the game in his hands.
That was there earlier too. I thought he really could have paid that one. And I'll tell you what, Garthwaite is the biggest kick he's had in Albury colours, I reckon, boys.
Can the coach keep his season alive? 25 metres out, straight in front. Here's Ryan Garthwaite. Goal! The Tigers hit the front by the barest of margins. This is an epic. This is the Ovens and Murray at its absolute best. Albury lead by a sole point.
Garthwaite going back now, boys.
Yeah, I reckon they all go back, Scam. There's a few of them running that way. Get the numbers behind the footy is what I'd be doing. There's Kelly, who we started the last bounce forward. Garthwaite as well. They're all going that way. This is what it comes down to. This centre clearance, 29 minutes gone. This is O&M footy at its best here. This last quarter, thanks to Mac Jack. Where would you want to be? Bowden lays the tackle. Ball in the middle. And this is what Albury want. Get your numbers around the footy and repeat stoppages. Blomwhitters takes that one. It's 1 point here at the sports ground. Bowden just takes it out of the ruck. Dispossessed. Penny gets a handball for the Hoppers. And the ball's going to be balled up again. Lots of numbers. They just need to get it moving forward to the Hoppers. Mooney needs to stand up here in the ruck. Bowden. Mooney gets a tap. Bowden gets a burst and siren! What a win by the Albury Tigers! They have come from nowhere. Trailed by as many as 22 points. 20 minutes gone in the last quarter, and they've come back and got it by the barest of margins. They keep their season alive, and that is one brave effort from the Albury Tigers, Gussie McLeod.
Beautifully called by Scott Montgomery, thanks to McRae Motors. Albury have stolen victory from the jaws of defeat. Liam Scammell for the Newmarket Hotel. You're amongst the action. What an epic finish.
I am, mate, yeah. Incredible scenes down here. Albury players rushing the grounds, third players on the grounds, all the kids. Incredible win from where they were there by the Albury Tigers. Garthwaite, just clutch finish.
We'll let you go and get amongst the action for the player of the day, Liam Scammell. Wowee! What an epic here on O&M Live. North Albury led from the 5th minute mark of the third term onwards. And the Albury Tigers have stolen victory from the jaws of defeat. That's one of the best games of O&M footy I've seen in my time on the border.
That's a good one, isn't it? For them to come back from where they were. They kicked 4 goals in 6 minutes to finish that game, Gussie, to take the lead back in the 29-minute mark. That is absolutely unbelievable. And just the willpower of Jake Gaynor. He copped a knock, come to the bench, bleeding, went back on the ground, and his last quarter efforts were absolutely fantastic.
Him along with, I thought Jackson Kelly was brilliant.
I was going to touch on that as well in the call. He was unbelievable.
I thought Jackson Kelly's ability to get the ball and take grass and just his aggressive ball movement was brilliant.
Boundary side, thanks to Anytime Fitness, he finished with 6 goals and 4 in the final term. Matt Walker's our Anytime Fitness Player of the Day.
Spot on, Matty. Talk us through that, mate. Massive last quarter, as Gussie's just said. 4 goals from yourself and 6 for the game. 4 in the last quarter. Talk us through that win.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that'll really help our season. It was one that we really needed, and I think knocking off Rovers and North Albury in the last couple of weeks gives us a lot of confidence and momentum, and I think we just got to keep working on playing to our game plan and see where it goes.
And going into that last quarter, mate, what was the focus to turn things around at 3/4 time?
Yeah, I think we tried a couple of little different things, but I think we play our best when we just play to our game plan, and when we go away from that, that's probably where we've let ourselves down. But I think all the boys just really tucked in and they knew what it meant for our season. So yeah, it was awesome to be part of.
Awesome. Well done, mate. Go and enjoy.
Cheers.
Liam Scammell, boundary side with Matty Walker. Don't forget that sign. And make sure he gets the jersey, and it's Scammer. It's his jersey that he's wearing, Matty Walker.
Yeah, hold it a bit lower today, I reckon, Matty. He is too. Yeah, good boy.
We love it. We love it.
How good's that? What a win. I'll tell you what.
That's an epic.
I reckon that's
Look
better.
Look at Paddy Scammell. It's the fitness of the Albury Tigers, Paddy Scammell.
They got him here.
Oh, it's all about the miles in the legs from Paddy Scam. Oh.
Where is he? Is he pumped?
Mate, have a look at him.
He's getting around Garthy.
If you can't see him, Scam, he's the man double cobring across the Albury Sports Ground. He's happy as Larry.
Oh, I tell
you
what.
Do you want me to grab him?
Look,
Yeah,
why not? Have a quick chat with him. Have a quick chat.
You called it, Scam. It was the fitness of the Albury Tigers to get him across the line.
Paddy, jump in. The boys are just saying the fitness of the boys to get him over the line in the last term. Talk us through it.
Westy and Scam were fitness coaches.
Go and get the song.
Get the song, Scam.
They're taking all the credit. Westy and Paddy.
Go and get the song, Scammer.
Oh, wow. I'll tell you what.
Oh, what an epic.
How good was Matty Walker in that last quarter?
Superb. Scammer, get your phone out as well, mate. We might need you to voice record it because it'll be a bloody hard song to get. Those Tigers rooms are going to be jam-packed. There's a few happy Albury Tigers supporters over in the balcony as well.
Do you know who's not happy?
Jeff Gray from Inspirations Paint. Thank God he's pissed.
He's really not happy.
Because he's really not happy.
I'll tell you who he's happy. Bronte.
Yeah, Bronte will like this one. Then the Albury Tigers are being applauded off the Albury Sports Ground. One of the most epic encounters I think we've seen in a very long time.
Mate, that was unreal.
These two sides, massive rivals, and the Albury Tigers, you can hear in the background, are just being cheered off.
Look at the balcony there, up and around. They're all around them there, flying.
They've kept their season alive, the Albury Tigers, and Liam Scammell's going to do his best to burrow his way through to get the song.
Best work.
Don't get too far amongst it, Scam. You'll get swallowed and eaten alive.
That's all right.
What's it like down there, Scam?
Oh, mate.
Good atmosphere?
Absolute jubilation. Kids are going off their head. They love it.
Up the top.
Just watch the kids don't drop any sweat words, Scam.
Drop the magic.
Here's Liam Scammell entering the rooms for the Albury Tigers. An epic comeback victory. Albury saluting by 1 point. You can hear them smashing the sheds. They'll sing this loud and proud on O&M Live. Of the final term, and they roared home to keep their season alive. The Albury Tigers, winners by a sole point here on O&M Live. Stick with us, plenty to unpack on the other side. Albury running away victors, 91-90. here on O&M Live, where you won't miss a thing.
I haven't closed my eyes in days. Your love is keeping.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Shawty get inspired. How about that? How about that? This time.
Welcome to Sundancer Homes. We make building your dream home exciting and stress-free. Backed by over 30 years of experience, one of many reasons why we provide a lifetime structural guarantee. Visit our information centre at Dean Street, Albury.
I reckon I'll go mid. Carlton Dry 3.5. Embrace the mid.
My family is my first priority. We go on adventures. We treat each other well. We look after one another. And Tobin Brothers Funerals will treat you like family too. They take pride in creative funeral solutions and will fulfill you and your family's wishes, so if it's legal, it's possible. Tobin Brothers Funerals, family owned since 1934. And now, caring for your family here in Wodonga and Corowa. Tobin Brothers Funerals, celebrating lives.
With Optus Home Internet, you get more yes. Whoa. Which means less family screen time and more harmony with powerful Wi-Fi. Woo. Get the Ultra Wi-Fi modem at no extra cost.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
Out of the box and primed for the show. On your marks, get set. Being first out the gate. Get the fit you need. The athlete's foot. Fit for every run.